Hey, what's up, everybody? You're tuning into Unboxing Thursdays, episode 223. Our special guest tonight is the one and only Dblakemakes. I'm going to be opening some really, really fun new toys, the hottest out there in the game. That's what we do every week. And of course, tune in for your weekly unboxing therapy. See you on the other side.
What's today? It's Thursday.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one.
Let's
Do you see all the names?
Let's try though. Let's still try. We want to...
It's the wrong thing. Shared the wrong thing. What's up, everyone? My name's Kevin, aka Toying Around. If this is your first time tuning in, what we do every week is not make mistakes on the intro, but we get to sit down, open some awesome collectibles here on the channel. I get to do it with my friend DK over here, and of course, you in the chat and people watching on the replay, and also another awesome toy collecting friend in the community, and it's just a fun way to really have a conversation going, and while we open up some toys, the age old ritual of opening toys with people, breaking bread, as they say in the Bible. DK, thank you for holding it down last week. How was the self solo episode with your friend?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, no, I felt more confident in doing it alone this time. I think this might be my second or third time doing it alone. It was good, and Boris was very fun to chat with. And,
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, so it was good, and obviously the Butter Nation out there was good. They're very supportive, so that helped me, get my confidence up and run the show. And yeah, wish you were here next time. Chat with Boris. Hopefully, get
him on
again.
Yeah. Well, hey man, it's been I know I missed last week, but I feel like I haven't really skipped a beat. We've done some I've done some lives this week. I just want to plug those real quick because some of these are time sensitive. I did a live stream with Brandon from 9 to 5 Warriors. Their Kickstarter is ending in about 16 hours. So if you're interested in wave 2 of 9 to 5 Warriors, this is already funded. It's going to go through, but if you want to help unlock some of the extra characters, make sure you go check out 9 to 5 Warriors. That was a lot of fun. And then yesterday I did a live stream because this is actually live right now. Retro Kid, it's a Canadian clothing brand. They dropped their new Batman the Animated Series collection. You hear some of the here's the pieces in the collection. And it did a reveal last night with Steve from Retro Kid. It was really cool of him to do that here on the channel. I'm wearing I tried to work out this week. I can't even stand up. I'm wearing this one with the glow in the dark lightning. So that's retrokid.ca. They ship to the US, Canada, all that good stuff. But yeah, dude, let's bring on our guest for tonight. We got some stuff to open. This is a dude that's been, in the chats for a while. Really awesome guy, just cuz I don't know, he's always down to if we're doing a giveaway, if we're doing something nice, he's like, let me just chip in something. Because he's a super nice dude. He makes 3D printed logos and signs and hand paints each one. And you've probably seen them on people's displays, maybe even toy photography, or the Plunderlings sign other toy companies. Please welcome to the show the one and only Dblakemakes. Damien, what's up, man?
Hey,
what's going on, guys? Thank you for having me. Appreciate finally being here, hanging out with you guys, doing it live.
Yeah, man.
Exciting.
Yeah, dude, it's been a while. And I'm like, every week it's like looking for some names that maybe people who've been on for a while and who we should bring on. And I'm just like, dude, like your work is always so cool. As somebody who did a lot of 3D printing, when I first noticed your stuff out there, I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool. And like, you're not just like printing stuff and shipping it off, like you're putting your own personal touch on it and making sure it's a nice finish. I'm gonna put this up so that people can see what the hell I'm talking about. They're like, Kevin's just on his rocket today. But here you go. You make some 3D printed signs, like different logos for, I mean, every property out there. And
yeah, there's a lot.
Right. And then you do what kind of painting is this?
It's enamel paint. So it's basically like a big enamel pin. So I design all of the signs myself. I design them, and the way I design them, I leave a recessed area in them that I then fill with enamel paint. So it's got a very durable coat that's not going to fade. It's not going to chip or peel like acrylics. So it's going to, you know, stand the test of time.
Nice.
Josh Brown, first of all, I didn't take a dig at you. Your stuff is different because your stuff is unpainted for people to customize the way that they want. These are like logos with designs that, you know, that are already set, and people.
It was a general statement, Kev, and he took it personally. So the problem's with him, not with you.
That's a you thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's a you problem. He did not call anybody out.
My God.
And not for nothing, Josh Brown, your prints are top tier. So
that is true.
What's happening here? I just saw this. Oh, this is streaming.
That was the Hasbro panel. Yeah, I was there with the rest of the team. I had Matthew next to me. We were streaming the Hasbro panel live.
Okay. The way the thumbnail looked, I thought you gifted them all like signs or something.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Well, I give Ryan. Every year I see Ryan, I give him a bag of signs for him and the team to distribute about.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, so many people in the community, including myself, have these signs. I think they should reach out to you. They really make your displays pop. You know, some people incorporate it into their toy photography. It's really, really nice stuff. Not to say that other people's stuff isn't nice, whoever took offense to that last statement. But you helped Mike make a Wall XD 3D print there.
Yep.
Were you always was this something that you had to took a long time to learn, or were you already doing stuff?
Oh yeah.
3D modeling?
Yeah, no, it was a lot. It was a lot of research and development. It was, you know, I have a background in graphic design. I've always been into tech, and you know, I'm a collector myself. So I started making things for myself. I started making like articulated chains for Kratos and stuff like that, articulated accessories. And when those took off in like a lot of the Facebook groups, and then I used that money to buy my first 3D printer. And then I was like, I just want to make signs for myself. Right. So I was trying to figure this whole thing out. How do I want them to look? How do I want to paint them? Right. And my first couple signs, I just figured out how to print. You know, I designed it very, you know, crudely. I printed it out, and then I painted it with nail polish, because that was I couldn't think of a paint that was hard, right? And I was like, I want a paint that's bright and hard and will keep a hard coat. So I started buying nail polish. I'm sitting there in Target, like looking at the reds and the yellows, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then people started blowing me up because I shared my display in a Facebook group, and people started blowing me up saying, where'd you get the signs? I was like, oh, I made them. And they're like, oh, well, could you make me one? What would you charge? So we figured it all out. So those first few people that got signs from me got like, nail polish signs, right? Like the OGs. Bro, it was whatever the color match, right? It was like, I didn't know colors. I didn't know brands, right? It was just like, I was sitting there and I was like, this looks like the perfect like X-Men yellow. This is the perfect X-Men red, the hot red, right? So I'm just sitting there and I'm comparing yellows and reds to see which one was better. And yeah, so, and then I discovered actual enamel paints that are out there, and you know, the rest is history.
That's great, because I think you've got it down to a science. Just you know, the way you you know, fill in all of those paint cavities, and on top of that, it's like, you know, you're doing your work, but it doubles as content, because watching it is so satisfying to see. You know, just, you know, fill it with the needle and just perfectly get enough paint through on each section. So it's yeah, man, it's been
trial and error
to watch. Yeah,
it's trial and, you know, just knowing when to stop, you know, pushing the paint out, because you can overflow or whatever. So you just gotta shut up, Tom. You know, just muscle memory, just trying to figure out, you know, how much is just enough. Let gravity do its job and fill in all the gaps and stuff like that. And sometimes I slip, you know, and then I clean them up. But yeah, it's been a labor of love, you know. I mean, I've over 250 designs now. I've shipped around the entire world, from Australia to Germany and Scotland and you know, all over. So yeah, so I've shipped all over the world. And I've done thousands and thousands of these at this point. So, and you know, every show I sell hundreds of these at shows. So it's been really fun, and just getting integrated in the toy community, becoming friends with a lot of people who I was fans of, it's become amazing. So it's this stupid little hobby has turned into a real friendships and real connections with people. So it's cool.
Yeah, and like you're like, look at these booths that you're doing at shows and stuff. You're doing conventions in different places, and these tables are just packed with, I mean, everything you can think of, everything you can,
anime, movies, comics, horror, video games, pop culture, music. I draw the line at cars and sports because I need to stick to like pop culture things. You know, people want cars, people want sports. You know, I'll do them on a commission basis when I have time. But you know, what's next? When am I going to start doing Skechers, Dawn Power Wash soap? Like, what's, you know, where do I stop?
Yeah,
the logos, right? Tide. You know, no, I'm just saying. I was like, you know, it gets to a point where everything has a logo, right? So where do I stop the insanity?
Yeah, that's great. Well, I've been lucky to get a bunch of the ones that you've made, even some one of one pieces as well, and they're superb. I'll show some later in a top down camera, but yeah, obviously everyone who you've been able to connect with, you know, all have nothing but good things to say about your stuff and your prints. Not that other people's prints aren't good, or are they not nice, but you know,
you have to disclaimer that now every time, right? It's a disclaimer you have to put at the end.
Can't compliment you at all. That's gonna keep happening. Yeah,
well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, you're at different cons. You just came back from New York Comic Con, and I want to see, you know, hear about some of the stuff that was there, because I couldn't make it this time, and also what you got to open. But DK, since you're a pro now, and you don't even need me anymore, why don't you say what's up to the chat there? To everyone who's nice to tune in tonight.
So thank you for the Butter Nation for tuning in. So I was just going to give us some shout outs. We got Josh Brown, we got Sam Rock, Dom Muchuchiaro. I always give that up.
I love it.
Stream
I got him. Get him next time.
Get him next time. Stream Elements. Where loses here? Toy Rensu. Sup, Wing.
Are you reading his comment, or are you saying what's up to Wing or Lose?
I was reading the comment.
Nice.
But it just happened to time it perfectly. That's what he wrote, right?
Nice.
Obviously, Dblakemakes is here. We got PD Dubs. Hey yo, Mr. Ryan Clark is here.
What's up?
Matt Logic 44. What's up, my good sir? Blake Griggs is here.
What's up, Blake Griggs?
Oh no, things moving around a little bit too fast for me now. And then we got something. Tenyo Toys is here. What's up, Tenyo? Dzertle is here today. 796. Sup, friends? And we also have Yoko McCann.
What's up?
Is here. Hello, Yoko. And Kirby Kai. I'm here for DK. Thanks, Kirby.
It just says I'm here, DK.
Oh, I'm here. I breed too bad.
You saw him say I'm here for DK?
My ADHD. I read ahead. I'm terrible.
You didn't read ahead. All right.
Yes, I misread.
What's up, Non-Narb? And Rick Jones is here. What's up, Rick Jones? I mean, all right. D-Blake, you're the guest. What are you opening tonight, dude?
Yeah, so I got a few things from NYCC and just some things that I've never gotten around to opening because I had them packed before I moved, and I've been in this house a year now, and I'm finally getting to unbox things. So I got Doc Nocturnal from New York Comic Con. Not something I really was going to pick up, but I got FOMO really bad when I saw Yimbo and everybody opening theirs on Thursday.
It looks pretty
Collector
cool.
77. It does look pretty cool. And then I saw it in person at the booth, and I started talking to Darius, and we were talking about the posing and the skulls, and I was like, all right, let me get the damn thing. So picked up Doc Nocturnal.
What's the story there? Because it's a more buff Doc Nocturnal than the first one, right? Is it like that same character?
I'm not a Mezco guy, so I don't have any story. I can't give you any background on this. I'm sorry.
I'm just
I
curious.
think he looks cool. Yeah, he looks cool, man. So that's why I got him, because he looks cool with the skull and everything. But you're right. He compared to the other ones that they had like on display, he's definitely more buff looking.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. I think that was one of the things. The first one was, on a tinier body, which was fine. It was one of the excuse me, choking up here. One of the tougher Mezcos to let go, because it did look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I got that. I've had this for a little while. I picked up this Ghostface Inferno a little while ago.
Nice.
So I might open this guy up. He's pretty cool. He's got the chrome mask and the deviled horn mask. So probably put him up. I got my little horror display over there that I'll actually, you can see it. So set them up over there. And then I've got stuff that just was sitting in boxes since my move. I've got the Mayfeg Scarlet Spider.
Sweet.
And then I've got I got Toby, and I've got Andrew Garfield. These are courtesy of Matthew Toy. Hooked me up with these a while ago.
Nice.
And then so that's basically. I mean, I have other things. I have other SHFs. I've got Miles and Gwen that I could open up.
Oh wow. Got a lot.
So I do. I have quite a few things that I can crack open today. I've got a Wall XD that I can open up as well.
Ooh,
if anyone
there
wants
you
to
go.
see that. So yeah.
All right, chat. Let us know.
I've been hoarding.
We all are guilty of that. Chat. Let us know what you want to see. Damien, open up first. Oh, there you go. Nice casual. What is this? A movie? Product placement? You just
product placement.
Yeah. Rotate it. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
There you go. Can you see it now? Yeah.
There it is. Oh, I'm right next to the treat your shelf.
Yes.
Prime real estate.
1.6 shooter. Yeah.
Very cool.
This is my
Shout
baby. This goes with me.
Toy Migos in their episode 400.
400
later tonight.
Right after this.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. Absolutely.
All right.
What you got going on?
Well, let's go DK. DK, what do you got, man?
I got, hopefully this isn't backwards again. I'm going to open up Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. It's a lot of hype about this one. I think there's some QC issues, some assembling issues, but hopefully my version isn't bad with the feet. Something's wrong with the feet, like they misassembled it. But yeah, I'm excited to pop this open.
This is Optimus from that first movie?
Yeah, it's kind of like their Transformers kind of, what is it?
Like the 1980s movie?
Yeah, the 1986 movie.
Yeah. When Bumblebee curses?
Yeah.
What does he say?
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember what
shit.
it is. Yeah.
Whoa.
He says, "Oh shit." Yeah.
It kind of sounded like that. Yeah.
It's
it was
deep.
right.
Oh, with
as
the
a 6-year-old
auto-tune?
child?
Yeah, it sounded like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something happened with your internet as you said it, so it kind of went choppy and it auto-tuned.
Oh, that's funny.
It did.
Yeah, it's perfect for a robot.
Yeah, so I'm excited to open up this, and we shall see. We shall see. That's it.
Nice. All right.
What are you opening today?
We are. Oh, I light. We are doing Optimuses.
Yeah.
Diggs Figs. Shout out to Diggs Figs. We were able to pull off a trade. I mentioned that I was looking for this, and he hit me up. He's like, "Yeah, I have extra. I have multiple extra." He says, and so he hooked up in the trade. One of these for me, and one of them for you, DK.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
come get your shit.
Yeah.
Come get your shirt. And then I'll open that. I don't know where I put Bumblebee, but he also sent this. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna open this.
Well, that looks beautiful. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Eastman and
Kind of want
Laird,
to keep that on card.
Yeah, the VW. I have like a soft spot for old Volkswagen buses. They just look so cool. And he also put in there part of our trade, Bad Batch TVC Clone Commander Rex, which I'm excited to add to my TVC collection. I just don't have a space to put any of that stuff yet. But yeah, that's most of it. Chat, let us know what you want to see. What you want to see us open first. Emperor Antonio of Seatopia. What's going on? Says DK. What is the best Sky Links to buy?
I'm just trying to find the right naming convention for it, but the Earthrise Skylinks for sure. That's the most cost effective one. Like I got that somewhere. I can't remember where I put it right now. If not, then you want to go with third party, which is the Mastermind Creations one. But I'm trying to figure out what that one was called, because third party, they always have weird names.
Okay,
And that is it.
Brian Merchant says the YOLO Park G1 Starscream is absolute flame emoji. D Sertle says not for. Yeah, he sent me a link today. Someone's selling that Optimus for $100 on Facebook Marketplace. I think 105. Oh, dude, speaking of Facebook Marketplace, DK, did I tell you the story yet?
No, we haven't talked much in the past week.
Yeah, I don't know what you've been doing this week. I've noticed you were quite busy. All right, Damien, listen to this. All right. So I have a listing on Facebook, and there's like 3 figures in it, and one of them is Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball SH Figure Arts that I had for $80 Canadian. Very good price. I got lowball on it a couple times, but one person saw the good deal on it, and he immediately put down a transfer deposit, and he bought it. And I forgot to update the listing. And one night at like 11:30 at night, someone messaged me and goes, "Would you take 50 for this?" And I was like, I was about to go to bed, and I was thinking of a snarky response, and I forgot. So I left it. I closed it. I wake up to a message from the same guy, and he goes, "I guess not. I guess not. Well, are you negotiable? Like, are you dead set on that price?" And then I was kind of like, man, fuck this guy. So I didn't reply to him again.
Oh God, you left it on read.
Yeah,
Left him on red twice. And then, what is this? Same day, 8 hours later, he goes, "All right, I'll do 80. That works."
Oh my God. So you don't even have to haggle. You just have to stay silent, and he'll work himself way up.
He is the worst negotiator I've ever seen. He started 30 below, and then now he's like, all right, cool, I'll do. And I haven't had to say a thing. Imagine in person, all I have to do is this.
Just stare at him, not say anything.
Bro, I ignore that because I'm like, there's nothing I can say at this point that would make this even funnier. Like, this is perfect. Right. So then I leave it 3 hours after that. "Hey, would you want to work something out? I can pick it up from the address you wrote it for and the price you wanted." Ignored. The next day, I get a notification. So-and-so offered you $90.
He's up
more money.
He really wants it
on top of the listing. I've never heard this happen before.
It's amazing.
I guess he really wants it, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm never gonna respond. This is too funny. That's not it. That's not all.
He kept going up. Keep going.
I get a Facebook message from another person. Some lady says, "Hey, is Mr. Satan available?" I'm like, that's very. I'm a little suspicious.
He
so
went on
click on the profile.
Account. Yeah.
Click on the profile. They're friends.
Yeah, of course. He got somebody else to ask. Yeah, to see if you respond to them. Yeah.
I should have said yes. Mario seems to think that I should have taken 50 on the second person's account. How would you guys have responded?
To the second person?
Anybody.
Or to him? Yeah. I deal with it so often when I'm doing sales. I just want to get done with it. I just say, "I'm sorry you sold." Like, I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. I have too many inboxes. I got too many messages coming in, and I'm just I don't have time to deal with it. So
to run.
Right. Yeah. I just want to get rid of him. But yeah, I like how you just kind of just left him on red and he just upped himself. He saw the deal and just wanted it.
Terrible. Yeah. The worst negotiator. Emperor Antonio of Seatopia, thank you so much for the super chat. Well, DK, you should say thank you. He says thanks, DK.
Thank you, man. Hopefully you figure out which one to get. But yeah, Skylinks, I think they did reissue, but I'll find you that info in a sec.
Is Skylinks a C? Sorry, not C, idiot. Air, some sort of airplane, cat creature.
Pretty close. He
is try that hard.
He is this.
What is that?
What is a lynx?
So it's a space shuttle
made out of Legos.
So it's a space shuttle, and then the bottom part's supposed to be carrier. I don't know if this has any more pictures right now.
This is a transformer?
This is a transformer. So the top part is a space shuttle. The bottom part is like the space shuttle carrier. but then the bottom part can transform into like a lynx. Oh, just keep showing, right? And the bottom
Can you
part
full
can
screen your
transform
window?
into.
This is wildly like.
Hold on, no, because
There you go.
It's almost like the cassettes, the Ravage or Rampage. Is it Ravage and the bird?
It is, but this one's supposed to be huge, right?
It's big.
So this is the like third party version of it, and then it transforms into a space shuttle, and then the bottom part is the carrier for it,
the fuel
That's
tank
pretty
or
cool.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh my god, using the head of the shuttle as the head of the creature is really cool.
Bird.
Yeah. Now I can't unsee that next time I get on a plane.
I didn't see it until you said it, and now I can't unsee it. Yeah.
I'm gonna be side eyeing like every plane I get on now when I'm going down the tunnel, like looking through the window, just waiting for it to like
transformer.
Yeah.
Am I getting in a transformer?
Perfect. You nailed
it. I love it. Yeah, Mario, that's good. I should have taken the guy's 90 and be like, I would have been good with 50. Anyway, thanks, peace. But if I hadn't already sold it, I would have told that guy.
I was gonna say, did you already? So you already had it like packed up and gone by that time?
It sold like a week ago. I just hadn't updated the listing.
Yeah. Oh, so it was gone though. Like you had an updated listing, but it was gone. Because you could have gone to that first guy and be like, "Oh man, I just noticed it's broken. I'm gonna delist it. I want to sell a broken toy."
Yeah,
right?
I should have bought it back for 85 and get 90 for it.
Yeah.
No, that's
great.
That'd be funny. All right, let's open up some stuff, man. You went to New York Comic Con, and you only went for the one day, right?
Yeah, just Friday. I'm finding that I need to start going for 2 days now. It's getting too busy, like seeing people. Before I knew people, I would just go do my thing, and I'd have my itinerary. Right. I'd go see what I wanted to see, and I'd get out of there. Now I know a lot of people, and I'm running into people that I'm talking to. I'm spending a half hour with this person, 20 minutes with that person, an hour with this person. Yeah. I'm like, I got to go to a panel, or I got something that I want to go see, So I'm starting to think I need to do 2 days going forward.
Yeah, for sure. That is one of the greatest parts.
Creator Pass, though. Yeah, I've never heard of it, but I met a guy towards the end of the show on Friday. He was there on a Creator's Pass, and he was from Montreal, and we were chatting. He's like, "Oh, I have a Creator's Pass, blah, blah, blah. You should see if you could apply." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I looked into it. So I'm going to apply next year if I can get into that. It's a free 4-day pass, and all you have to do is share your content on on social media. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
Who's there? Is it Michael, the photographer?
No, it wasn't Michael. It was it's this guy Joe. He's a stop motion guy in in Canada. I forgot his actual name. It's hold on. I'm sorry, not Joe. Leo Legendary was the guy.
Yeah. He's Canadian?
Yeah. So I was at the booth. I was at NECA booth, and Jay Shaw and Matthew were interviewing Blaine, and we were just waiting for the show to end. And the guy walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, do you have an Instagram account?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I thought he knew me, and he's like, he did not know me. So he, but the way he's like, "Do you have an Instagram account?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So he's like, he gets my Instagram, he follows me. He's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then we started talking. He's like, "I'm from Montreal. It's my first time here. I'm having a blast. I got in on creators. I do stop motion animation." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I'll check you out, when I get home and, have a time to decompress a little bit." And he's really popular. He's got a lot of followers and everything.
Yeah,
I was like, wow,
he does some really cool stuff.
Yeah, he does really great work. And it's just such a random encounter. And, it was really nice meeting him. So now I know about creator passes.
Yeah. I don't like, I was thinking the other day, what's the difference between like creator pass or like press pass?
Yeah, that's what I'd never heard of it. I thought you guys, like, you got the press pass last year, right?
Yeah, because I'm like doing interviews and posting about stuff, right? But a creator, it's like if you're a cosplayer, or are you like is that a creator pass? Is that
it says pass? If you look at the parameters, it says you have to have 250,000 followers across all your platforms.
Yeah,
but even if you
tough.
Yeah, it is. But they said even if you don't hit that number, but you create unique content, something that a lot of people don't have, you're still eligible. We still want to get you in here because you're unique. I'm like, well, no one's more unique than the stuff I'm making, so I'm definitely applying to this thing next year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if people want to apply for press for San Diego Comic-Con, I think it's coming up soon, so you guys should be ready. Let's see for it. Yeah, I mean the best part of cons is meeting up with people. So if you do want to check out convention stuff, it's important. Like, you gotta make sure you get all your time, your scheduling, and then meet everybody, because it's like,
Yeah.
Sometimes it, like at San Diego, it's like I might not get to everybody, and sorry, it's a big place. There's lots of stuff to do, but yeah, if you can, how far are you from the
Yeah.
Javits?
It's an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, whether I take train or I drive up north to North Jersey, and then I take a ferry which gets you off right behind the Javits Center, and then
Oh,
I just
wow.
walk around to the front. But I know people that take the train and then walk like 8 blocks from Penn Station to Javits, so I could do that as well. It's either way, it's about an hour. Blaine and I left. Blaine lives a few towns further than me, and we left dinner. He left a little bit earlier than I did, and I was like, I'll race you home. We'll see, because he was taking the train. And I said, well, let's see who gets home first. And he got home like 10 minutes before I did, so it's about the same. Whether
Oh, okay. It would have been wild if he took off on foot, race you home, and just sprinted all the way home like the Flash. What's up? What's up? Nigel's here. I love cons for those random moments when you vibe with another nerd. Yeah, Nigel,
yeah.
man. Nigel's great. You can strike one of those people who can strike up a conversation with anybody. That's the best part. All right, let's get to opening. What are we opening first?
Yeah. So I just unwrapped this guy, so I'm gonna show off a little doc in here. So, well, we're gonna see this for the first time. You're gonna see it before I do. So we've got a looks like another box here, a little insert. This comes out, insert comes out, and then we get the doc himself, all wrapped up in shiny plastic that is glaring. So let's get this out. We got instructions, as Mezcos do. We got the traditional base and soft goods leather jacket. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I like that they give you a baggie to put all the accessories in, and you can label it like your meat that you put in the freezer.
I don't think I've ever used that bag.
Never.
Ever. I don't think the only time
it's cool that they give it to you, but I don't
when it fell out. Yeah, it's a quality bag.
Yeah. And you've got his blast effects. He's got a whole bunch of gun effects and like an ooze cannon that's going on here. Right. That's pretty cool. Well, let's get to the star of the show here.
Very cool. All right, I'm gonna open this. DK, are you opening your?
Yep.
Bro, could they wrap they wrapped his face? It's like mummified.
Your body bag.
Yeah, for real. Every skull.
Do you do other
Mezcos? I don't actually. I don't really. The scale's not really there for me. And the price point, obviously. But I had gotten the Mezco Death Dealer because I'm a big Frazetta fan, and I was very disappointed in that figure. I ended up getting rid of it because the more I looked at it, the more disappointed I got in it. But
what else are you into? We can kind of see the stuff behind you. I see a lot of McFarlane. And
so McFarlane, Hasbro. This is all the Street Fighter, whether it's Jada, SHF, or Storm. I'm not loyal to a brand. I'm loyal to the line, right?
Okay.
I like the lines.
Nice.
So if it's Street Fighter, it's for me, right? Mortal Kombat, I have all the Storm figures over here, and the McFarlane's underneath it, and then all my spawns underneath there. And then over there, I have Super 7. You can't see it's dark over there, but Super 7, Thundercats, Plunderlings, and Animal Wars of the Kingdom, and then the Fury Planet figures down there.
Those are
so that's all
good.
Down that way.
Like that shelf.
And
it makes me feel like almost like a store because of the
yeah. It's
shelf.
exactly what it is. It's slat board and then glass shelves. So, and then there's Indie, Back to the Future, Horrors down there, and there's all my turtles. All the movie turtles are up there. So, and then I have space I have to fill out. I've got Jaws, Matrix, RoboCop, all that good stuff. So I'm into a little bit of everything. A lot of, you know what it is? It's a lot of my childhood, right? It's a lot of the movies I liked as a kid. Behind me is all the video games I loved. You know, Borderlands, Tekken, Gears of War. You know,
when Mario
God of War.
and
Yeah, you know, it's video games,
Mario.
right? I got Mario and Mega Man in there, and I got Kratos. So Dante from Devil May Cry. So and then Dante from Dante's Inferno. So yeah, just again, games that I loved playing growing up, video games, movies that I loved as a child. You know, behind me I had the Action Force guys and there's Savage Crucible. So newer lines as well, just because they look cool. If it looks cool, you know, if I'm into it, you know.
Which Dante is it? I can't really see. Which Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry, it's the 1,000 Toys, I think it's called.
Okay, okay. I couldn't see. Oh, the mic was blocking it. It's perfect.
Oh yeah.
You know what we need? We need a Virgil.
Yes.
And
a Nero.
I got the Nero.
Oh, was there a Nero? I didn't even know there was, dude. So, but yeah, this is, and he comes with so many accessories. Yeah. This was a gift from Detour Customs.
Nice.
He was selling it at a show. Yeah, so he was selling it at a show, and I was like, "Oh man, I really want that Dante."
Is that
and at the end of the show? Yeah, it really is. And yeah, at the end of the show, he just hands it to me. I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Nice.
So that's another great dude too.
Yeah, I love Steph. He's a great dude. So yeah, there's my Dante. That's his pose for now.
That is probably the best Dante out there currently, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a one of my. I mean, I don't know. Grail is a loose term, right? But it is probably one of my top 10 figures, I think, that I have on the shelf here.
Nice.
Shout outs to Claudio in the chat. Art G also. All right, here's some of the signs that you've
let's go.
Me up with over the years. And
signs. I thought we were opening stuff.
Yeah, we can do that too. Oh, I have this here, but like, look at this Mandalorian. It's got a nice. So this is the enamel. Is it the enamel paint that gives the gloss, or is there another finish on top of it?
No, so that's the paint itself. That's actually a chrome enamel paint that's a spray paint that I have to put on, but it's expensive. It's not like a typical like that you're gonna get at Lowe's, because those all have like a matte. Yeah, they have like a matte look after they dry. That you can still have you see a reflection in that.
Yeah, this one I keep with my Hot Toys Mando that I have on display. We have a classic in the Star Wars font logo, like that, and enablers. This is a bronze gold.
Yeah.
Variant, 1 of 1. Look at that. Thanks, man. This was this felt like an Olympic medal. When it says like 1 of 1 gold. I'm like, I did it, first place.
Yeah, that's just, I'll never make another gold one. I'll make white ones or any other color that, that are out there that you want, black and white, whatever. But the gold one is yours and yours alone.
You know what that means, Yoko? First place in enabling. Most points accrued.
I got points with Matt too at NYCC for the one of those collapsible stools. We were sitting online at Hasbro. Yeah. So I have it in my bag. It's only 2 inches thick. I'm sitting on it right now, actually. I took it out and I sat down, and Matt looked at me and he's like, dude, that thing's awesome. I was like, yeah. He's like, where'd you get that? I was like, Amazon. He's like, oh, here it is, $16. Oh, it's same day delivery, but it has to be like $25. So he just bought 2 of them so he could get them that day for the next day at the show. It's like, I bought 2.
What if you do same day, and then can you put it for like the front steps of Javits and then pick it up there?
I guess if you're there long enough. I mean, you could get food delivered there, right? You could get like a Grubhub or something.
That would be wild. Same day is crazy. Same day can sway so many purchases. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that's not really available in Canada, because there's not that many warehouses like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my most prized Dblakemakes sign.
Perfect.
It's so good.
How did you just find like the MODOK logo and then just?
No, I drew it. I mean, yeah. So I find the logos and then I draw them in Illustrator. Like, I don't just copy them offline or anything like that. Like, I use them as a template. I look at them and then I hand draw them in Illustrator using a pen tool. Right. So with MODOK, I had all the letters MODOK, right? So go on, tell the rest of your story.
Well, the one mistake that I've ever made on this channel was building MODOK live on screen, and it kind of I had a stumble, I had a hiccup, and Ryan of the Marvel Legends team was watching. He was on with us.
Yeah.
And then he wrote in the chat, because I had all the pieces jumbled up, he had scrambled the letters into K Doom into the chat, which, first of all, is such a cool nickname. Can you imagine if I had this nickname in like high school or
Kevin
something?
Doom, K Doom.
Because like K Doom, I would have been a rapper. I would have taken made that persona and made K Doom into a thing. But thank God, or maybe maybe that could have happened in high school. That'd be cool. That's gonna be my nickname from now on. But somehow you took that joke and went and made this on your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever requested this since?
Not K Doom, no. I mean, I do MODOK just fine, but yeah, no, that's another one of one just for you. I remember I showed Ryan that before I sent it to you, and he was crying. He's like, "This is," he loved it so much.
That guy is he's always working on something snarky.
Right, it was so good. I'm glad you love it.
You had a speaking of Ryan, did you see him in New York this time?
Yeah. So I didn't see him at the booth because he wasn't at the booth on Friday, like during the day. He showed up for the panel later. So I caught him after the panel, and I gave him I gave him his little bag of goodies for him and the team, for Dwight and Dan and whoever else wants them.
Very nice. Speaking of which, Ryan and I did a quick video talking about the Marvel Legends Sentinel that was announced, revealed on in New York Comic Con. So if you're find that on the channel, bookmark it, watch it later or tomorrow, whatever you may want to do. It's available on the channel now. It was up for channel members earlier this week, I think yesterday. So again, all the channel members, thank you for your support and being here, and make sure you keep an eye out for those early videos. We have someone who is just, I don't know what his goal is. I don't know what your deal is, Pancheezy. Every year you do October, you freaking like bring me close to on the verge of tears with some of your photography. It's some very moving stuff, and you crush it every year, man. Everyone, please make sure you're following, of course, Pancheezy from the ACBA podcast. My friend Carl is here. What's going on, Carl?
Carl, good to see you.
Yo, Carl.
Are the frames of the signs 3D? Everything's 3D printed, right?
Yeah, so they're 3D printed. So there's a blank Odious.
Oh, there you go.
That's blank, and then hold on.
That black on black actually looks kind of cool. Like if you did like a glossy,
like noir.
Yeah, no, I like
and
that.
A matte, a glossy and a matte. That's not a bad idea. I could do something like that. So that's the frame, and then that's it painted.
Ooh, also good.
So, and then I will have a New York Comic Con, and Legion's Con exclusive purple variant that
sick.
will only be sold at Legion's Con.
It's a great purple.
Yeah.
So like you've been doing more cons in different areas. Like what's the reception like for the signs?
Yeah, good. I have to spread out. I've been doing local shows for 3 years now.
Local markets,
like 4 years. I'm tapped out. I have flooded the market, really.
Yeah.
When I do the local shows, I used to do them almost monthly or bi-monthly. I do like 7 or 8 shows a year easily. The first 2 years, and now this year I'm doing one like I did like 6 shows this year, but they were bigger shows and they were further away. Like I'm doing weekend shows. I'm not just doing like a monthly show, because you see the same people all the time. They've already bought from me. They're like, oh, do you have this one or that one? Which is like so niche that I would make that one for them and I'd never sell them again, So, it's, again, I have to think about my time to make those. So, but when I go out further, like I started going out about 4 hours out now to Maryland and out to Pennsylvania, And when I do those shows, there's a lot of hype because people have been following me from those areas that, have been waiting to see me at a show there. So they come like right to my table right away and they start, picking up stuff at the table. So, and big shows like Legion's Con is big too, because you have people coming from all over the country that, and world. I mean, we have people come from Europe and all over the place that are coming just for Legion's Con. So they also have been waiting to pick up a lot of stuff from not just me, but all the other vendors. So, it all depends on the show.
Well, yeah, because I've seen like photos in the past, Machu and Dom, like all the boys at your booth, and they come out with stacks of signs, right?
They do.
Yeah, it's cool. It's obviously cool
that
like the community is supporting, but also when it's a quality product, it's very easy to do so. Have you ever been to Toronto?
I've not. I think I was talking to you about this for the show you did earlier this year, right? I think we kind of just talked about it briefly, but I'm trying to figure out the logistics about how I can get these across the border with the intent to sell.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's a slippery slope, right? If they see me taking all this stuff into this country and then they're like, what's the intent with all these? I'm going to sell them. Like, I'm not going to get through customs with that. So I'm going to have to pay duty taxes or whatever. So I got to figure out how I can get these into Canada so that I can, maybe I start sending to you in like waves of like a box of 10 or something, and we figure out something like that. But I would love to come up there and do a show in Canada.
No, you send up to us. So we start 3D printing it. And then by the time you're here, you just fill it. That's what you do. Right?
So
we manufacture it here in Canada.
Yeah, manufacture in Canada.
I'll
put a maple leaf on each one.
That's not stupid. For like that's it is a 3D printed file.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of it. Like you can send it, and we with technology we have the power to make it.
We have the technology
we want exactly. So there's some print farms. I'll delete all the files afterwards, and then you just come up and paint. DK, best idea you've ever had?
That's the all right. Okay.
Yeah, no, really.
I gotta think of. Then I just need to think more.
The bar is real low. Yeah, man. But if you want to come up next April, if I'm gonna do a show again, there's a table for you if that's what you're.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I am interested. We'll see how it lines up.
Trevor, speaking of, I mean, that's not a one-off. I'll buy a Godfather sign. But there's no.
Some of them are one-offs. There's not, but you know what? Trevor has them. Trevor has something Godfather. He has to, because he commissioned a Pulp Fiction sign, and I've never seen Pulp Fiction figures, but he says he has Pulp Fiction figures.
Is that like the new? Is that the new toy? Like the toy hotline of to know what's coming out in the market. It's when whoever is asking you, do you have a sign of this brand? And you're like, nobody makes this toy. What are you up to? 1/6 shooter. And then that's it. Oh yeah, here we go. Damn Toys has a Godfather 1/6 scale. Yeah, that would be great. Oh yeah, I remember this. Damn Toys, Vito Corleone.
Okay. So he does exist.
There you go. No secret.
Sure. And well, Trevor being 1/6 shooter, I'm sure has the 1/6 scale. Right.
Yeah. Sam says that would be awesome if you could come to Toronto.
Yeah. Sam's been a supporter of mine for a very long time. I very much value him. In fact, I picked up some stuff. He messaged me last week and he says, by chance, this is a random question. Do you know anyone going to New York Comic-Con that could pick something up for me? And I sent him the reel of Obi-Wan that says, of course I know him. He's me.
Nice.
So I sent him the GIF, whatever you want to say of that. I said, of course I know him. He's me. What do you need? So I picked him up a few pieces, and he just got him, I think, yesterday. So
nice. That was nice of you.
Yeah. If I can help out, I'm here for it. Yeah, show us some Optimus love here, DK.
That's what I'm saying. You're an awesome dude.
I gotta transform him or figure out. But this thing is premium. This is probably the
feel.
best.
He's solid.
It's solid. It is.
What was the possible defect that you?
So the feet here, I don't even know. I gotta look it up. But this back part,
Please don't break it on camera.
No. It's basically like it's misassembled. It might be misassembled where this one is supposed to be on this side and this one's supposed to be on that side, but flipped over, right?
Okay.
And trying to, if I were to fix it myself, I would, because it's those pin joints, right? So I would need to hammer it out, and it's a pretty delicate part of the heel, so that might cause some breakage. So it's a small issue, but I don't know. I got to figure out if this one is the one that's defected or not. But
what was that?
This is solid. What's up?
That little gray thing with the 6 wheels. I never knew what that was for. What was that for? What did he do?
That's a little. Yeah, go on.
No, this is called roller. So he's a little, like, I don't know, like car thing that goes inside, that comes out inside of the
people. The people ride in that, right? So when Optimus is, they ride in Optimus when he's a truck, but when he's transformed, where are the people? How are they going to transport themselves around? So they hop into that little thing and it shoots out of the back of the trailer.
Yeah, and that's what
I remember having that in the toy. Yeah, I had that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what did he do? I remember playing with that though.
Not much. What he can do also, a lot of it is just put in Optimus Prime's, like, I don't know, gun, and then like a little tank thing running around.
That's pretty badass.
It's like a kill streak, in Call of Duty.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's up, No Chewing? Good to see you, Chadman. That's Studio Series 86. Is that what it's called?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm learning. I'm like a computer.
Yeah, it's like what did Dom say? Like, it's Derek's plan all along to slowly start converting Kev into Transformers, and now look at you. You're like, right now, Optimus Prime.
This doesn't count. This is a Hot Wheel.
This counts.
This is a Hot Wheel.
I just took Doc's cape out of here, and there's a whole bunch of little tiny bits in there. What's that, thong? I don't understand.
What is that?
You see that?
It's a harness.
It's some kind of holster, some kind of harness, but I don't think it's a thong. Doesn't really.
You're not letting go of that thong idea,
huh? I don't know. So, and then he's got 2 little baby holsters that, and these are soft goods. These are all like leathery cloth, man. This is in depth, bro. This is great. He's got a actual gun harness. All right, I'm gonna be here for a while. And a clip. They got little clips, carabiner clips on them. Stop.
A thigh harness.
Anyway. Yeah. Oh, is that what that is? They're panties. That's what I said.
Panties is so stupid. Panties is back. This doesn't open?
Panties?
Ah, wait, because it opens this way, right? All right, fine. That's fine.
I think just the back flips open, right? That's where you store your dime bags.
Nope.
From the bottom up? No?
No, this doesn't do anything. Track fleet. I mean, if I bought non-transforming Transformers, I understand. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing if they're in, but they're just non-transforming in vehicle mode. I mean,
shit.
This is it. This looks decent, I guess. Let's see how he rolls. Oh, it's pretty good. Look at that. Oh my god,
jackknifing it. You just jackknifed him.
All right, that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that.
And it scales good with like other Hot Wheels, obviously, because it's the same scale.
It's Hot Wheels, right?
I think it's big. Oh wait. Here's Mario's. I'll just open this. Is this big? This Volkswagen seems large for
Yeah, that is a big Volkswagen. Could you imagine rolling up next to that in a 16-wheeler?
It's like, look at the cute little baby. Yeah, I know. Oh, that's kind of a bummer, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a bummer because that Beetle should be like a third of the size.
Yeah, ideally you would buy these and display them together.
Yeah, Because if you're going scale, that Volkswagen should be the size of Optimus's tire, basically.
Yeah, like right here. This
Yeah, right. Yeah, like the headlight.
All right, this is garbage.
And Mario's no.
Carl says, I just let my son watch Transformers 1 tonight. He liked it. Transformers 1 was really good.
I heard it's good.
I
got
it.
that from Comic-Con too. I'm not going to open it though. So at the Hasbro panel, they were throwing out Transformers shirts, and if you caught one, they had a coupon that you took back to the Walmart booth or whatever, and you got a Transformer 1 figure that was signed by what's his face that did the voice.
Chris Hemsworth?
Chris Hemsworth?
No. Key. Keegan Michael Key?
Yeah.
Bumblebee.
Yeah, sorry. Did I
Awesome.
say that you get a Bumblebee figure?
Okay,
that's signed.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you know that the T-shirt was a ticket to a toy, or were they like, here's some T-shirts?
Yeah, Ryan said it. He said, or somebody said it. No, it wasn't Ryan. Whoever was throwing them out, they said that if you caught a shirt, there's a ticket to go redeem at the Hasbro booth. So
because I'm
yeah.
At a sports game, I'm never gonna be the one that like gets up and dances to be on camera just to get a T-shirt that's 4 sizes too big for me, and I might wear it to sleep in 3 to 4 years. So I would have been very disappointed if I was like, I don't need a T-shirt, and then they're like, oh, by the way, you can redeem it for a toy. I would have been diving for those like a foul ball.
We didn't know about it actually at first. We thought they were just shirts, and I thought everyone was getting a shirt because they said they have giveaway for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So I thought they just had a box there that they're throwing out, and then everyone else could redeem them on the way out, right?
Throw the boxes.
So they throw a shirt. Matthew's next to me, and he Spider-Man reflexes just snatched it like a spider out of the air. It's Matthew Toy. He's next to me. So yeah, so they went to throw it like 3 rows behind us easily, you could tell, and Matt just threw his hand up like a spider and just snatched it just like right out of the air. Thing? Yeah, I guess he just nabbed it. Like he did like
those strong calves. Did he jump?
No. He just reached up.
Really?
And he just somehow like Dalseemed it and reached up there and got it, you know? So that was pretty amazing. I was impressed with that. And then they threw another shirt and I caught mine a little bit to the left. And so I got a shirt too. But yeah, Matt's, I wish he's like, did you get that on camera? Because I was streaming the whole time. I was like, no, I'm sorry. I wish, because he was very impressed with himself.
He was probably scared. He's like, oh my God, I almost died.
You ever see those videos of like home videos and somebody catches like a baby fawn or catches something like a glass off the thing and then they start going like that to see if maybe they got spider powers?
Nice.
I think that's what Matt was doing. He caught. He's like,
oh my God,
no.
Did I get bit? Mario says, where were those reflexes when the Smarty smoked him in the eye?
Where were those reflexes?
Yeah, that's you got to be careful with that Dalsum. Careful. Chris Hemsworth. I was watching. So I don't know what happened, but I think it's been kind of brewing for a while. I wanted to go back and rewatch Infinity War. So I finished it. And that scene where after the Guardians rescue Thor, and then and then Star-Lord runs into Spidey and Iron Man and Strange on the big wheel thing, and they're like, Thor? He's like, yeah, tall dude, not that good looking, needed rescuing. Yeah. There's that one part when he says not that good looking, and Tom Holland's like right next to Star-Lord, but just a little bit to the right, and his face is like.
Yeah, that's great. That's classic.
It's so good.
I think I heard something where that was improv. Like that wasn't part of the thing. Like he improv that look. Yeah, I think I read something like that. Yeah, that's great. He's like
so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine like it'd be so cool if an actor just sees like, that's not even in the script and you just add that in. It's like, wow, that's, just to be able to transcribe from a script, unless it was just like Tom Holland recoils in shock from ridiculous comment,
because
and he's like, oh, okay, like
it's not outside. Yeah, it's not outside his realm, right? Tom Holland is always like genuinely shocked. You see, like giving away stuff in interviews.
It's very, very funny. But yeah, I've been. I mean, it's so good. Infinity War is so good. I mean, it's an understatement now, but just rewatching it and remembering how good it was. Freaking it, like a roller coaster of just excitement and just profound sadness.
Yes.
With everything happening. And then the beginning of Endgame. What the hell? I forgot that they
Oh, yeah.
started with Hawkeye
Mhm.
and him and his family at this picnic. And I remember I was almost in tears at the theater. And now it happened again.
Do you feel like that struck you more emotionally because you have a family?
Oh, 100%.
Right?
100%.
It's funny. I have a very good friend of mine. He had kids very early, much earlier than all of us. He had kids in his 20s, and I had my kids in my 30s, right? And he always said something, and it resonated with me, that he said he couldn't watch certain movies that he used to watch because they affected him more now that he's got a family, and he puts himself in a lot more situations that in those things. And I always thought he was like, that's you're just getting soft or whatever. And now as a father myself, I see movies and I'm like, oh my God, like that could be me. That would be my family. And I could never live with myself, so that's why I wanted to ask if you felt the same way.
100%. You always hear your parents go, "You'll never understand until you're a parent." Like, whatever, man, you're lame. I'm cool. I'm gonna rule forever. And then
forget it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, man. Why am I talking like that in Hong Kong? Who knows? But that happens, and then like stuff like this in the past would have never moved me, but now my wife's like, "You're just a big old softy now."
Right?
Did you ever watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I didn't. I watched like the first 4 episodes and it's just too slow and I fell off of it. And those were the days of DVR. So like, if I forgot to DVR it or I missed an episode and I was like, I'll never catch up now. And then I just totally stopped. But now it's streaming, I kind of want to go back and pick it up.
Yeah. There's this one dude. All right. This might spoil. Well, it's not a huge important thing.
You can't spoil anything at this point. Yeah.
There's this one character in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and in that world he lost his daughter, and then later on they get captured by these bad guys and get put in this like matrix like thing where they're stuck in like a virtual reality, and in that world, to keep them stuck in there, they give them like all the best things that they wanted in life just so that they don't want to leave. So in this virtual world, like his family's there and his daughter's alive. And then like whatever happens, they become conscious. They're like, no, we got to get out of here and free ourselves. He's like, no, I want to stay.
Right.
And I was thinking about that situation and I'm like, and I had to pause the show. It was that was one of the ones where I'm like, damn, would
you be content just being connected to a machine that you could just stay and live your life and your memories and, continue your life in a virtual world with your child that you no longer had?
That's so crazy. Josh Brown says the end of Infinity War was the quietest I've ever experienced in a theater. Yeah. In a theater.
Yeah.
When I rewatched it today, last night, and that the same ending, I'm like, I remember I can feel the silence from the theater when I watched it.
Right.
Because I still remember it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That and when Cap gets the hammer, gets Mjolnir in Endgame, right?
Yeah.
Like no matter how many times you watch that, it still gives you kind of the chills a little bit.
I cried, I think. I don't know if I erupted in that scene or I cried, but I know when that final scene when Cap's just against Thanos and the army, like
and he's like on your left,
on your left, and then it happened, and then like I cheered and I cried, like I remember that.
Everybody cheered,
oh
man.
God. I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful.
And it's a great reference too, and I think a lot of people, that reference was missed on a lot of people. The on your left,
Yeah. It's like that was the they had that moment in Deadpool and Wolverine, coincidentally also Chris Evans. People were cheering this year. Some of those reactions.
So good. When Blade came out, so good.
DK, is you transforming?
No, I'm trying.
He's trying. He's been trying for so long.
Well, I'm not using instructions, so that's the one.
I'm proud of you.
I'm gonna have to make him a form transfers or something sign, right?
Yeah, we're done.
You get K to him, he gets form transfers.
Form transfers. That looks right. Form transfers would look right to DK.
Form transfer would look right.
Hey, he'd be like, "Hey, everyone, look at my Transformer sign that I got from Dblakemakes."
Yeah.
And they're either gonna be like, "That's on brand for DK," or they're like, "Something's really wrong with Dblake." I did not. I did switch my camera so you can't see me crying. I gave myself the really, really small. You can't see the details.
That's good.
You could hear the crumbs of people float. Was there a sound effect for them?
Was there like a little ASMR for us?
Yeah, when he turns around to look for his daughter and she shoots that arrow, Hawkeye, and then it's just the dust. He doesn't know what's going on, right? Holy
Yeah,
crap!
no idea.
That was rough. Is this an
Your
opener?
whole family
Yoko's
just disappears.
Is this rare? Because I was about to open. Who cares? I need it for my display.
Rip into it.
What's going on? NYC. Someone ran out of the theater crying at the end of Infinity War when I saw it. I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, it did hit. I don't know if I'd run out. It's like, I don't want to let them see me cry. But everyone knows you're crying. Like,
bro, every one of these grenades on this gun are on its own single link that rotates through this gun.
Oh, wow.
Look, it actually comes apart.
That's
all
insane.
linked. This is ridiculous. I mean, I know Mezco and I know their attention to detail, and that's why you're spending the ridiculous amount of money for them. But I mean, some things are just, did you really, just because you could didn't mean you should, right? Isn't that the line from Jurassic Park? You were so fixated on whether or not they could, they never stopped to think whether or not they should. Like that's this. It's amazing. It was a million hands. Oh Jesus, there they go.
Oh, I didn't know that they had already made the switch on this. It's a full head swap. It's no longer
it's not a mask over the head.
Yeah, because I know they said that with the new Sabine that's coming out. They're like, we listened to fans and we're giving her a full helmet swap because they know how ridiculous the last one looked with the giant helmet on the head. And then apparently they did this with Rex.
That looks like it would fit over his head.
Yeah, it actually sort of does.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Being bamboozled here. I still cry watching Avengers Assemble. The Avengers Assemble, says Mr. Ryan Clark.
Howard the Duck even makes an appearance.
It's hard to expect anything that the MCU is going to do now in the future to live up to that level of hype.
It hasn't yet.
I was talking to Carl about it today. It's like each of those main Avengers had 3 movies to really build you up and get attached, and they weren't always individual movies. Like there were crossovers and everything. So you were introduced, and you kind of grew with these characters over.
Character development was
years.
So key. Yeah, character development was amazing.
And you can't really do that with one movie. And I don't think any of the new characters now can they hold like a 3-movie run. Wait, has Doctor Strange has 2 movies?
2. We're at
Does
2
anyone else have? Guardians has 3.
Well, do you count Doctor Strange as No Way Home as well?
Yeah, that makes sense. You should.
Because it does tie into his multiverse of madness and everything else, right? So
yeah, I would.
I feel like you kind of have to.
The weird part is I love those movies, but for some reason the displays always rotate out from on my shelf of like MCU figures. I don't know why it is. Because now I watch it again, I might put some figures back up.
It's in your mind now. But do you feel like Avengers are a couple movies that you feel like that you can go back and watch, but do you find yourself going back and watching like the Spider-Man movies? Because I don't. And I love Spider-Man. No, the new ones with what's his face?
Holland? Not really.
Yeah, Tom Holland. No, right?
No.
I think the third one, there's rewatch value, but then I haven't really watched the first or second one like many times. There's not much rewatch value for me for those ones.
The continuity is great though.
Yeah. those are solid, but I don't know what it is. Am I the only one who likes
I can't get
Multiverse
this
of
to go.
Madness more every time they watch it? I think I watched it twice. It was dope.
It was dope. Yep.
That's one of those movies that the more you watch it, the more you pick up on things that you missed the first couple times you watch it.
Right.
And so you like it more, I think, because you already know what's going to happen. So you can focus more on it's like playing a video game, right? If you played, any like Gears of War game or any game for that matter, you run through it the first time and then you're like, oh, I'm going to play it again on New Game Plus or whatever with all my buffs. And now I can actually take my time and check things out and do things, So same thing with the movies. You already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're like,
a good way to look at it.
I can take my time and really enjoy the parts that I didn't pay attention to.
Yeah, Mr. Ryan Clark says, I want a Shang-Chi sequel. I would absolutely love that also. But you're not going to have Tony Leung in it anymore. Look, the details on here and on the shin pads.
That's great.
Cool.
They showed a lot of Star Wars stuff off at the panel at New York. And the detail that they're getting in a 3 3/4 figure now is crazy. The face sculpts and stuff is nuts for that scale.
It's pretty fun. And now you can get more of it. Oh my God, I need to make space for a ghost. And Giant Man. That's on the way.
You didn't get your Giant Man? You got your Giant Man.
I didn't get a Giant Man.
I thought you got a Giant Man.
I thought you ordered that. Oh, it's shipped. Okay.
Oh, that's right. You said you were waiting at the door already. That's right.
Yeah. Which is dumb because it shipped to my New York address to bring up here.
Oh God.
Panchisi says yesterday's episode of Agatha had me misty for real. Some of the best MCU stuff in a while. Watching everything connect is so great. Is it?
I gotta watch Agatha. I gotta catch up.
DK, I kind of spoiled myself already, but
you said that's what you've been hearing?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
I wasn't planning on watching it. I didn't even try Echo at all. And I was going to write this one off.
I didn't try Echo yet either. Yeah.
I totally forgot that even Echo existed. I didn't even watch it. I got to go back.
And I liked Wanda
Her character
enough.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give it a shot. You know what? I think it's because my wife was like, I don't really want to watch. Actually, you know what? I don't want to blame her. It was me. It was mostly me.
It's too easy to blame your wife
when she's not here. Man Beast Boy says it's going to take 15 to 20 years. We'll all want the MCU figures. For now, they're binned. Oh, Keaton as Vulture was really good. Dude, that car ride.
Yes.
When he drops him off at the party.
That's true.
That was suspense. Yeah, like that there was nobody in costumes. There was no super villain, with some crazy thing. It was just acting. And damn, that scene was chills for sure. What's wrong with the articulation, Daniel? Torso? Or is it because he has the pauldron? I think it looks okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with the ghost. I hope it wasn't my ghost that shipped. I think they said December, though. I'm not ready for that. TVC has it all over Black Series, says Trevor. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm doing a toy show at the end of next month, and I think I'm going to unload a lot of Black Series there. My Ghost Crew, original Ghost Crew. Maybe not the Bad Batch, because they haven't come out yet in TVC. Agatha and Joker.
Cool.
Yeah, let's see.
We got to see what's good. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I feel like he definitely needs a lot of playtime. With all the accessories he comes with and everything, you definitely need to this is probably not the best thing to open on a stream, because you just need so much time to take in all the 30 hands it comes with and all the different belts and buckles and stuff, and really just see what it can do. But it's pretty dope.
Damn, they even steroided up the skull.
Oh yeah, dude. So there's that skull, and then that's a real evil looking skull, and then there's this one that goes over the head. that's not so evil looking.
Did
Right?
he like?
Well, that's a really nice skull. Holy crap!
It
Did he
is.
take
And
some
then
of that
there's
venom
this
juice from
helmet,
Bing? Oh, cool.
right? So I originally put this over the head, and then when I took it off, the head came with it. I said, "Oh shit! Like, how am I going to get the head out of this helmet now?" But it actually comes apart in 2 pieces.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so that was very fortunate. Yeah,
Rick
it's pretty
Dom,
cool,
what's
man.
good, man?
But yeah, he needs like a lot more hand time, and I'm just gonna put him away for now.
There we
Figure
go.
something else out. Oh, he's almost there.
So close.
We should have timed him.
I can check the replay.
It's more fun without instructions.
Kevin knows.
Yeah.
That's why I don't buy. That's how I live my life.
Jesus.
But I don't buy Transformers. Rick Dom says I've rewatched Homecoming a ton of times and No Way Home a decent amount too. I don't think Far From Home has good replayability. Far From
Yeah.
Home is Mysterio.
Mysterio, yeah, I feel the same way. Mysterio's such a douche that like I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not happy watching that movie. You know,
I really liked it because over the years you've only watched like cartoons, right, of how Mysterio messes up Spider-Man's senses, right? And you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
yeah,
true.
cool, I get it. And you kind of really have to extrapolate from what you see on screen, like what the experience is really like. But that movie really put you in like Spider-Man's perspective, going through all that stuff, and I was like, dude, this is insane.
That's
so
fair.
For that part, I think it was really cool.
Yeah, I like the throwbacks. How Mysterio built the whole team, and then they show the throwbacks. Like this guy was from Iron Man 1.
Oh
and
yeah,
he was
yeah,
legit,
that's funny.
He legit was from Iron Man 1. Like they tied that whole. Yeah, like if you go back and watch Iron Man 1, you'll see that guy. I'm like, holy crap! Like they really thought this through, man. Like it was really
I just assumed they, took that scene and edited someone in there, who's an actor now. Like I guess they ran back.
Yeah,
and
I'm 90% sure I saw that. Like I went back and watched Iron Man and saw that guy was in there in that one scene. So I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain
I'll take your word for it.
Canon.
I was like, I don't really care enough to go and research all of those scenes back. But if you did, then now you've done the work. Dedication. There you go, DK.
I did it. Now it takes him 20 minutes to transform the trailer, and it's only 3 pivot points.
I did that. That was fun. That was good. But should be pretty fluid now after the first transformation. Now.
All right, chat. Which one would you rather have?
Looks the same to me.
I think Matthew would want the Hot Wheels.
Yes.
Matthew wants the Hot Wheels.
Matthew probably has
would
a
get
massive 3D printed one.
I was gonna say Matthew would probably get some 6 shots with that scope lens he's got.
Oh yeah, the probe thing.
Dude, that probe thing is like 2 feet long. It's ridiculous.
It's really cool. It's just, I think he can use it. I think he does use it for work to justify that purchase. I don't think.
Yes, he does.
Use it.
No.
Yeah. Penguin. Are you guys watching Penguin?
No, have not. Heard it's good.
I have not started yet.
It's Tony Soprano in Gotham. But he's the fact that it's Colin Farrell in there.
Right.
It's mind-blowing, which is really good.
Yeah, I love how there was so much outrage in the beginning when they were talking about production of the movie and how he's got to go through like 4 hours of makeup to make him look like that. And everyone's like, well, why don't you just find somebody that looks like that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's because anyone that looks like that probably can't act like Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Right.
They want the actor, not the look. They want the acting chops, That's why they're doing it.
Ooh, Mafex.
Yeah, I'm gonna open this guy now. Put him. That's one thing I didn't show you is my ridiculous Spider-Man collection is over there, and that's just for a whole nother day.
One day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rick Jones says sell Bad Batch now. All right, I'll do it. Is Agatha is that good?
First, what is it? Five, 6 episodes. Like I enjoyed it. It's different, right? But yeah, they're saying that this episode today really goes a little ham. So yeah.
All right. I'll ask my wife to see if she wants to watch it because we watched WandaVision together. But we started watching Abbott Elementary. Dude, it's so funny.
What's Abbott Elementary?
It's about this elementary school and a bunch of teachers that work there, and they're just I think it's in Philadelphia.
Are they all like jaded teachers that just hate their jobs and their kids that they teach?
There's some like older teachers who are kind of that way, and then there's some new fresh ones who have like they're new and like we're gonna make a difference. Yeah.
My wife's a teacher, that's why I want to know. Like,
yeah, there you go.
This is my life, right? So that she might like this show. So, or it might just hit too close to home and she'll hate it.
It won I think it won some Emmys.
Yeah. What's it called? Abbott Elementary. Yeah, check it out.
Golden Globes. There you go. Primetime Emmy for outstanding. Oh, it says S and then it cut off. Show?
What's it?
Supporting actress.
What's it streaming on?
We have it here on Disney Plus. I don't know what it is in America.
Okay.
Because we get
Hulu,
I think we get
maybe?
Hulu shows. Yeah.
Maybe it's Hulu.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, man, Beast Boy. Legions, baby, legions. Yeah.
There you go.
Ender Shadow. He said the Iron Man is the same actor, and it's Peter Billingsley, or isn't that his name from Christmas Story?
I'm catching up. The guy was a producer on Iron Man 1 who got cast as a scientist, and then they brought him back for Spider-Man 2. It's still that guy that played Ralphie, A Christmas Story, in it, the same actor.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't ever realize that was the same guy.
They should have gotten Danny DeVito back as the
Penguin. That would have been amazing.
Oh, dude, there you go. See, Legendary Poser says it's the best sitcom TV right now. I don't think I've ever started a show and then like episode after episode after episode, like a sitcom in recent times where it's consistently made me laugh.
Okay.
It's really good. Tormenster says the janitor is the best. Yeah, it's a ton of great characters on there.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out. I'll see if my wife wants. She's always looking for something new to watch, so I'll check that out.
There you go, Panchisi, who also is basically the same level of comedy appreciation and mental maturity. Because it's the best comedy on TV right now. So I know, like, I'm not crazy.
All right, I'm gonna start it this weekend.
It's ABC in America. There you go. Thank you, chat.
Okay, ABC. All right, I'll find it. I have like every streaming service already, so I'm sure it's on something that I have.
It's rough. What else are you watching?
Nothing. I'm painting all the time.
You don't have anything. Like,
I'm watching paint dry.
Do you listen?
Watching paint dry.
Music?
That's how much. Yeah, like I put on a lot of like old shows. Like I'm putting on Seinfeld, or I'm putting on today. I watched Scott Pilgrim while I was doing the Scott Pilgrim signs. I watched that. I started watching rewatching now the extended versions of all of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yes. When you said extended, I'm like, please say Lord of the Rings. Please say Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I started watching those again. And it's funny because I feel like I must not have ever watched the extended versions, because now I find myself like stopping and watching. I was like, I don't remember that part. I'm like, that makes so much more sense now if they just left those parts in the movie. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So yeah, I've just been putting on familiar stuff. Ferris Bueller, whatever's in the background. I don't want to pay attention. But when I am paying attention, it's usually trash shows. My wife loves trash TV, right? My wife loves I gotta say I like it too. It's like trash reality, like 90 Day Fiance. You ever hear that show?
Yeah.
Yeah. terrible show, but it's very entertaining, and then we're catching up on stuff like that we never finished, like The Good Doctor. We started watching that, we never finished that, so we've been catching up on some of those. But
my wife only watches like murder mysteries, and it has me a little worried.
Right?
Yeah. Yours is like that too?
have you watched that?
Yeah, man.
I'm like, what
Have you watched that one,
plan?
Only Murders in the Building, the one of Martin Short and Steve Martin or whatever?
Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena.
Is it Selena
No,
Gomez or
Selena
one
Gomez,
of those? Or
I
I think so.
yeah, you haven't watched.
That might be a careful moment. No, I have not watched it.
We started watching it, and again, it was kind of dry. It was a very slow pickup, but I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, when you're doing stuff like this, you want something where you can kind of just flow subconsciously because you know where it's going. You don't want to have to look up every 3 seconds to see what's happening.
Yeah,
It really kind of disrupts your workflow. So that was the reason I didn't watch anime for the longest time, because at work it was tough to do that.
Yeah.
But now that it's different work setting, I can catch more of it. Extend the Lord of the Rings is the only way to go. Bryant Merchant says we need a new 6-inch Lord of the Rings line. The Diamond Select is so tempting because but their face sculpts are always just a little bit off that I can't do it. I haven't made the purchases. I really wanted to build the figure of Sauron from that first 2 waves, but the main characters, just the likenesses just aren't there for me, so I can't do it.
Come on, there it is.
Have I been watching?
God, I get so scared with neck pigs.
Yeah, for sure.
The reason to have Peacock. It's an Office, but all deleted scenes edited in. Oh, that's fun.
No way.
I'd watch that.
I would rather watch a compilation of deleted scenes, because sometimes if I watched it, I'm like, that's crazy. Did this happen before?
Right.
Like, I should know.
You start having Mandela effect things, right? You're like, no, that's not how this was.
Yeah. We don't have Peacock up here. I know The Office is streaming somewhere, but I don't think we have those versions. I'm gonna have to look it up. Super fan episodes. DK, note that for me, please.
Office super fan episodes. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Take notation.
My wife loves Dateline. If I ever go missing, it was her. What the heck?
Great.
Oh.
Oh, see? What is going on, guys? Do we need like a support group? Trevor says, yes, my wife listens to murder podcasts all the time. Watching my back, always smell the milk. Yeah, man. Make sure, like, before, there isn't some weird wire sticking out of your camera, and like when you click it, some sort of makeshift device, like in Scarface, the car bomb goes off, dude.
Yeah. Or, hey babe, why don't you take these pictures in the bathtub today? Gives him a camera that's connected, that's plugged into a wall outlet. Yeah, take these pictures. It's a great photo
I thought
shoot.
we were going to get dinner. I got something to do. Why don't you take the car and head out first, and I'll follow right behind. Yeah.
No brakes.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's great.
Has MAFCA flight movement increased Alpha Flight sign sales? Oh, great question, Josh Brown. Has the Make Alpha Flight Again movement increased Alpha Flight sign sales?
It has not. I have not made an Alpha Flight. I have not made an Alpha Flight sign in over a year, honestly. Yeah. Very, very disappointing.
No.
How do I add to cart?
No, I don't have that yet. I have to build. I have to build my. I'm building that. After Legion's Con, I'm building my e-commerce site.
Okay.
So people will be able to order right from there.
Okay. Cool. Because I'm like,
that's just like a portfolio.
That's an interesting idea. Do you have an Etsy? Do you think those would sell on there?
No, it's. I got kicked off of Etsy for copywriting. Right. Yes. Even though there's a million other people that are doing these, but I found out Etsy doesn't really review anything unless you get reported. And most people that are going to report you are your competition.
Right. So somebody
Right.
snitched.
So people saw my stuff and then they're like, oh, well, I make that and I sell it for whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, then they just start reporting me. And
So that
I got
means
kicked off.
I
Here's what
got to
you
go
do.
on Etsy and just start reporting everyone that makes signs. No.
Yeah. What you do is you go on, you report all those people, and then all of a sudden, Dblakemakes steps into the arena.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's but yeah, Etsy, and plus the problem with that is everyone wants their cut, right? So I charge probably what I feel is the minimum that I would charge for these, like in the $20 to $25 range, because of the time to make them and everything, the materials, whatever. And then if I start charging that online, then I got to do 30% or whatever to Etsy, 15% for this. By the time it's something like that. It's a ridiculous listing price. So it really just was not worth listing them like that. So if I'm able to do it and work on my own like Shopify thing, I'll just get charged my normal like 3% that I would do for using a credit card transaction.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a huge cut.
Makes by Dblakes. There you go. I feel like this Mafex is not getting the same. Yeah, form transfers. I feel like this Mafex isn't getting the same range of movement that I get with my Legends Scarlet Spider. I feel like my Legends Scarlet Spider, I want to go get him. I feel like I can get him like tucked into a ball more.
Yeah, Legends, they have their own pros and cons. What was I gonna say? The Etsy store. Let's see. Rick Dom also, dude, guys, we're starting a support group. My wife listens to murder podcasts every damn day. What is happening? I feel like they're researching to how to escape the law.
Maybe.
How to
get away
with murder.
Yeah.
Future wife. Well, Rick, better get ahead of that. Yeah. The Diamond Select Lord of the Ring figures were 70 off at my box lunch. I bought every orc to army build them, and the cashier accusing me of being a reseller. I was like, nah, I'm weird.
God.
Nah, I'm not weird. I take photos
of children's toys.
Who the hell are they?
That's
like
great.
Your company is clearing them out because you don't want them there. Why are you going to gatekeep? Be like, you're reselling them. We're going to take them back and leave them on clearance, even though you're trying to get rid of them.
Maybe not. Pretty much the same, actually.
I'm going to enhance. Honey, why is the gas stove on? And also, when did we get a gas stove?
We get a gas. Do you smell gas? That's my wife 3 times a week. I smell gas. Do you smell gas? I don't smell gas. Something's wrong with the dryer. I'm like, no, nothing's wrong with the dryer.
Stick your head in there.
Stick your head in the oven. Get a good whiff.
DK, did you Sam was asking, does Optimus come with the Matrix of Leadership? Oh, there you go. You answered.
Is that what it's called?
Yep. I'm showing him.
Let's see. Open his chest.
What is box lunch? We don't have that.
Box lunch isn't it a fast, like a food chain where you get box lunch?
I think that's just a description.
No, because I've been in Atlanta for work, and I feel like we ordered from box lunch before, and it's a box lunch. It's a sandwich, a pickle, and like a bag of chips.
Oh, damn. Maybe that's why they're like, can I buy these Lord of the Rings figures? Sir, this is a restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, Box Lunch is a Hot Topic sister brand.
Oh, well, I was way off.
Oh, we need those here. It's anime Hot Topic. There you go. He's described it in 3 words.
That is perfect.
That's very efficient, not Narb. Thank you. All right, I got more stuff to open. Yeah, but if you are interested in doing cons up here, you know, like try to figure it out. But I would love to have obviously to hang out and I want to include more community people who make stuff like this that would really kind of add more value to a show like that. Where
I want a table next to Peter, to Bearded Builds, and we would just dominate.
Versus like, wood, no plastic, 3D printing, no.
That would be awesome.
What's
CNC?
CNC, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I think it would be great. But no, actually, that's what I was going to say. We were talking. I did a supporter stream on Sunday, and Jay Sinner showed off this Fantasticar that was 3D printed by Toy Block, I believe.
Yes. Yep, that's the one.
And like I used to 3D print some stuff and sell, but anything that was kind of like a bigger print, you know, takes a lot of time. And by the, you know, with what you're doing, painting and putting all the details on each one, like it's overall the manpower and the number of hours. It's like, how can you sell something like this that's worth your time and money?
Yeah.
And a lot of the time people aren't willing to pay the amount of money for something like that. So it's hard. Like I'm sure like Puncheesy makes like the Dusties, which is like, they're awesome because they look great in photos. And I don't know what his print time is like on those. But like those sell out all the time.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like, Pancho, were you smoothing and like sanding those out afterwards? I don't remember, but like the amount of time you need to put in after some of those 3D prints, it's like it's not worth it. I know, like when
I don't
you
get a lot of
yours,
people. Go on.
Sorry, I was gonna say, do you do that thing where it takes it kind of heats over the top layer and smooths it out for you?
No, I don't need to do that to get the bubbles out. It's not a resin that you would do that with resin, because you get the air bubbles and stuff, or you put it in a pressure pot, so you get all the air bubbles out of the resin. Or if you hit it with a blowtorch, or you can also hit it with denatured alcohol, will also pop all the bubbles. So a lot of people don't know that. So I know the process because I've looked into using resin in my stuff, but I've looked into molding them and doing them, you know, making silicone molds and then casting them in resin to see if it's not any faster. The materials are actually more expensive to do that. So I just keep 3D printing them. Yeah.
But yours are good because they're not super high. The thing with FDM printing is like the higher your model is and the more you put on your bed, the longer the print time. But yours are what is
they
it?
still take 3 hours each. They take 2 to 3 hours each to print. Yeah.
Because you're filling up the whole plate. I'm assuming you're not doing one at a time.
If I fill the whole plate, so on my 8-inch bed, I fill the plate with maybe 4 signs, 3 to 4 signs, and that's a 5 to 6 hour print. And then my big one, which is running right now, it's an 18-inch by 18-inch bed, and I'll fill that, and that's a 19 to 21 hour print for all of those. But I'll get like probably a dozen out of the big one, a dozen to 14, depending on the size. So I'll get all those out of in 18 to 21 hours or so, depending on how intricate they are.
Yeah, but like, yes. So I think like when you do like a not that tall print, I think that helps into your costing and your own time as well. But
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He was showing off this Fantasticar.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've seen a few people that picked that up. Yeah, it's really,
this thing's amazing.
Really nice.
They have they have it for the retro,
different sizes. Yeah,
that's funny. And like he's got the buttons painted on there on the control panels. That's really cool.
It's legit. It is legit.
Do you think this would make a good Haslab, or would this be like a pre-order thing?
I think that'd be a pre-order thing. I mean, you'd have to have a lot of bells and whistles on it. You'd have to have lights, noises, whatever. A lot of accessories that would have to go with that. I mean, that's a lot more basic than the Ghost Rider car, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. And they couldn't get the Ghost Rider car off the ground. So that's a tough sell. You have to be really into Fantastic Four for that.
Yeah. You have to already have like Fantastic Four figures, or would that come with it? Maybe there's a look that they
That's
haven't made that could come
yeah.
with
So
it.
that's one thing I really like about the Haslab, the Ghostbusters Haslab right now.
Yeah.
That you get the entire set. You're
Right.
getting all of the Ghostbusters. Like you are getting, and you don't have to worry about having the figures and then the Ecto. You're getting it all right then and there. You're getting an instant collection for your shelf. I love that, and that's not having Ghostbuster stuff makes me want to have that
You have
because
an
I don't
instant
have to
collection.
chase down. Yeah, instant collection, instant right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And it's awesome that the Ecto one can be kind of
Converts
changed.
between
Converts
1 and
to
2.
second.
Yeah,
It's just like what?
and you get plasma rays or you get slime gun rays. You know, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff with that.
Are
I
you
was
backing
very,
it?
very
You backed it?
I haven't yet, but I might, depending on how close it gets and how well I do at these shows coming up. So
Yeah.
we'll
Everyone
see.
go buy some signs so
Go
D
buy
Blake
some
can start
signs.
and complete a Ghostbusters collection right now.
That's how I got the Back to the Future, the DeLorean that they made, that they're making, Tomy is making, and I was like, I need this, right? And I was talking to Matt Chutoy, and Matt's like, did you back the DeLorean? And I was like, no, I need, like, I'm short. And he's like, how much do you need? I will send it to you right now. I was like, no, don't pay for my thing, I was like, I'm just gonna put up some figures and some signs, and I made the money that, like, at the deadline, but still, that's what I do. I fund my habits by selling this stuff.
I sold a bunch of 3D prints and got extra Sentinels when the first Haslab came around. It was great.
How many of the new ones are you gonna get?
Two. I think just 2.
You don't want to say it on air, right? You don't want anyone to know, especially your wife.
What is this? Someone just bought an Audible for another murder mystery on my account?
I upsized
that?
so was it Wang, like my friend, right? Like he bought one, and then after a conversation with him on IG, he's like, all right. He's up to 3.
He's like that
God.
negotiator
1
guy
to
on
3.
Facebook. He's like, fine, I'll buy 3.
Yeah.
I'll fix that.
Fine, I'll buy 3. Yeah. I'm only getting 1. All right, maybe 2. All right, I'll get 3. Wait long enough, he'll get 4.
Johnny Cox sent a super chat for $5. What is going on? Johnny Cox says,
Thank
hello
you,
from
Johnny.
Winnipeg. Be well, be amazing, gents. Same to you. You rock. Hey, you want to do touring around ToyCon? I'll have a table for you too, Johnny. If you're in Toronto in April, come through. Still need Dusties. Panchisi says it's 10 hours for a set, and yeah, the post-processing time is more. I don't know if he's filling or sanding them down or both, but it's a decent amount of work.
Yeah, I do the same thing after they're like these Odiouses just came off the printer. Like they just came off before the show, and there's some stringiness to them. You get some like wispy, plasticky hairs that are on them. So you got to hit them with a blowtorch real quick to get that, and you get errant nibbles and whatever, like things that where the nozzle will hit it here and there. Right. So you just clean it up. So I got to clean them up, and then I have to seal them. They have to be sealed before they'll accept the paint, or the paint will go through them, basically.
Oh,
so
yeah, if the paint goes through,
it
might even highlight some of those extra lines too, right?
That's the thing, exactly. So that was my trick, is the paint actually hides the print line, so that's part of my shtick.
That's great. Yeah, I think there's a setting in one of the tools. It's like once you print the top layer, it'll just run the hot nozzle
iron. Yeah, you iron
the iron one to make it smooth.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Awesome.
So I do iron the tops, but I only iron the highest layer because I don't need to iron the spots that are getting paint, right?
Right.
So I only iron this part, so it gets a nice smooth finish on top.
Yeah, man, these are great. We have some Haslab suggestions or wishes in the chat. Daily Bugle playset.
Yes, I've been saying that.
Like, would people who would spend $350 to $400 be playing with like a playset? Like, oh, the Daily Bugle sign crashes down and Spider-Man's got to swing down to save them, or is it like a display piece?
No, it's a display. Why are people buying sewer diodes and street dials from NECA, right? It's a display piece. You set up like you have the different rooms. You up at the top, you put a Vulture and you put another Spider-Man up here, and then you put J. Jonah in his office and a Peter Parker in there, you know, and an Eddie Brock in there, and then you have a Venom climbing the wall. Like you could do a lot. Like think about the you ever see those Firescape shelves? You know, a lot of people do a lot of like scenes on those Firescape shelves, right? I would do that all up with a Daily Bugle. That'd be my centerpiece.
You know what? I'm gonna take that back, because like if there was a Lego playset,
there is,
that you build of something and it had features that you move, I would be like, oh, this is so cool. You built this, and then now there's, you know, a nod to something that happened in a show or a movie, and this is built in. All right, so yeah. No,
I think they have that. I think there are the Easter eggs in the Lego Daily Bugle.
Yeah, in most Lego sets, I think. So okay, yeah, a play set. I think I was just trying to differentiate a diorama versus like a play set where, you know, we just DK want to come over and sit crisscross applesauce, order a pizza, and just like play Spider-Man on the 1/12 scale
Spider-Man.
news building.
No, it's more fun if we do it on the Lego set instead. We can do that one.
Wait, what do you mean play on top of a Lego set?
No. Like instead of a 1/12 set, we play, it's like two grown dudes with a small Lego. You know, it's like,
Dude, did you see that Lego Xavier's Mansion?
Yeah,
yeah,
with the Sentinel and everything. That's crazy.
We're never gonna get another like a actual Xavier's school for gifted youngsters, are we? Like that's like an actual toy. Like that has to be the one to get, right? DK, can you pull that up?
Do you want the X-Men Lego one? Or which one do you want?
Xavier's Mansion.
Okay.
I mean, there are some really good Dio guys out there that could make one.
Yeah.
That would make it in a 1/12 scale. Even.
Oh, Mikey's made a really nice one.
Yes, you're right. He did.
Danger Room. Is there? I think there's a Danger Room kind of section too. Rolando Flores, what's good? Basically a glorified Dio.
Yeah, basically glorified Dio. I would buy it. I would be on board for that Daily Bugle.
Let's go. Let's see this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wait, what the? Why you no work?
329.
Yeah. That's is that Canada?
Yep.
Dude,
is it US? No, that's US actually.
You guys in the US have like PayPal Pay in 4 or something like that? We don't have that here.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
So who do you
It's
get
dangerous though too, because you're worried about that next payment sometimes. You know, 2 weeks come up, you're like, it warns you like a day before. It's like a $78 payment is scheduled to come out on this day, and I'm like, oh shit! And then I gotta look at my PayPal and make sure I have the money.
That's great though that there's a warning. What is this tiny room? Is this a danger room?
Yeah, it's his danger room right there.
That's a tiny danger room.
It's like danger closet.
The danger is being in there together with all those powers. Stranger danger room.
What is it? Is this supposed to be Cerebro?
I think so.
I think so. Is that an MRI machine? What is that?
Oh, it is. It does look like it.
It's... Sir, you're paralyzed. I know. I have bad news for you, Professor.
Oh, that's a great lineup of minifigs. Iceman getting some love there. I like that.
Right. There are, so at the toy shows I go to, there's always somebody that has those bootleg minifigs.
Yeah.
They're so good.
They are. I have some Star Wars ones, and then I think the real ones came out, and then now there are real Lego X-Men too. That's I feel like they could have done better. Is that a VHS machine on the left?
Yeah.
VCR, you mean?
Yes,
VHS
that's the
machine,
one.
AKA VCR.
I'm just an alien in a human skin. I don't know what these words are. I feel like maybe they try to put too many rooms, like the playset might be too small. that they're trying to cram all these rooms in.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like the idea is awesome.
Oh, the danger rooms. You can interchange. You can change it around.
Ooh, so there's the saws, the missiles, laser beams. That's pretty cool. Okay, designed to be
Oh, it
not
does have Wolverine's
ridiculous.
room.
Does it have
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
you gotta
picture
have
of
that.
Scott and Jean? A little Lego picture of Scott
I'm
and
pretty
Jean.
sure they
He's
do.
never
But then
Wolverine's
they
never
don't
gonna live
show
that
it.
down.
They don't show it in the promotional pics, but it's like right. Darn it!
I
It's
saw
like
on
right
the bottom.
here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's amazing.
Oh my god. You know what? I can't do this. If I didn't buy Lego The Office, there's no reason that I buy this before.
Oh, you didn't buy the Office one?
I have nowhere to put.
Mm.
I feel like I put
Yeah,
on the
see, that's
spot now because
amazing.
Concheesy and Rick are here. They're like, you didn't
I
buy
would
The
love
Office?
this.
All right, you
That's
have
really cool.
Jameson's Office, Betty Brant,
Mhm.
Brant, Betty Grant, Brant. I feel like they went with the alliteration.
Hmm.
Peter Parker, J. Jonah Jameson.
Is it,
Oh man, there's
Ben
like
Kingsley. Is it Ben Kingsley?
the actor.
No. What's
Sir Ben.
Hobgoblin?
No,
No,
let him sound it out.
Hobgoblin's name.
Cobb
Yeah, no,
Goblin.
no.
Yeah, who's that?
Isn't it Kingsley? What? Yeah, I totally goofed up on the actor's name. Like, it's Ben Kingsley? What's
Who
Hobgoblin's
played
name?
Hobgoblin?
I don't know.
I'm just letting him dig deeper.
Yeah, keep Hobgoblin
I'm
going.
animated.
No, there's a lot of different Hobgoblins.
I need a
Oh,
Ben
God.
Kingsley minifig.
Well, I know you do, legendary poser, because he famously
Betty
played-
Brant and Glory Grant.
There's Ned Leeds.
There you go. Bento versus
Dover.
John.
Roderick Kingsley.
And that is
Kingsley.
the
Phil Urich. There's a lot of identities.
Phil Urich. I remember that guy.
Yeah, Daniel Kingsley, Roderick Kingsley. So it wasn't wrong with Kingsley, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
try to remember. But anyway,
You weren't wrong, but you were also very wrong.
yeah.
Oh man, Beast Boy bought the Seinfeld, dude. I want a 1/12 scale Seinfeld apartment, and I don't even need to have. I would love to have 1/12 scale Seinfeld figures,
So-
but as like a regular everyday apartment, Dio, I would love that.
I said this on Tuesday. I was hanging out with Dave Wonder, and we were talking about lines that we'd love to see. And one of them, I said, like, I want the Tick Ultimates by NECA, and I want the entire set. And they're like, well, then what other shows could we do? Because they've done Alf, right? They've done other things. I was like, what about a Friends 112 from NECA? And you have like a Build-A-Couch that you could pivot, right? Or something, you know, and then you have the Dio. You have the Dio is the Friends is like their apartments or whatever. That'd be really cool.
I think Dwayne Shoots Toys made a 1/6 scale, like the doorway, the front door.
What was the coffee shop? Ground. What the hell was it called? That
Ground
they used
Zero.
to hang out in? No,
Ground
Zero.
The coffee
not
ground?
Ground Zero.
Coffee Bean? No.
It was something like Times Square. It was a play on something. It was a play on Central Perk.
Central Perk.
So close.
Yeah.
So
Zero.
close. But people have been like mapping it out that the Seinfeld apartment is impossible because the kitchen physically would exist in the same door,
Right.
like the hall, the
They
corridor.
did it with
the hallway.
Seinfeld too. They did how the
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld apartment would never work. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would like that as a Dio. I don't need the hallway. I just like
Absolutely.
the inside would be.
See, there's some of my knockoff minifigs.
Oh, cool.
Sick.
All right, and then I've got these ones here.
Oh, damn! Look at that Spider Ham.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wasn't a Friends guy. Were you like? Did you watch both?
I watched Friends. Yeah, I watched it when it was actually live, like week by week, and then every now and then, if it's on, I'll watch it. like this guy.
I don't think I've ever heard someone who's a both Seinfeld and Friends.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it always feels like one or the other.
yeah. I like Seinfeld. I like Friends. It's what I mean. I like Seinfeld more than Friends, but if it's on, I'll watch them.
All right. I think if there's like a sale on the Seinfeld apartment for Lego, I might buy that because I don't have a Dio coming soon. If they swap it out with Jerry's apartment where they have those cabinets that he got that were way too big for one episode and he had to get rid of them, like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Seinfeld Lego apartment.
Did they?
200
They didn't do that, right? Oh, they did.
No, they did.
They did.
It's only
It's-
$93. Oh, it's retired.
It's a retired product.
Yeah.
Careful. All right, you have it up, TK?
What's it
The
like being
Seinfeld one?
retired?
Okay. You can show it.
They got the set lights and everything on it. That's crazy.
It's so cool. I would love 1/12 scale of this.
What was the release date on this?
This has got to be like 3 years.
Oh my god! Look at what's his name?
They got the
Jerry
Festivus
and,
pull, the aluminum pull, Alumalu.
That's amazing.
Where's this?
Look at George. That's great.
Oh, this is the air conditioning, the window.
Oh, when he gets the air conditioner,
Yeah, and then Jerry's computer.
Why didn't I buy
it drops it onto George's car.
I like
That
these
guy's so
models that they
happy.
use.
He's
I like these.
so
yeah.
happy.
I don't think he's like. He doesn't look.
I
like
would
a
say it was
Seinfeld.
AI, but you can't. That's not AI.
This is before
Not back
AI.
then. Yeah, that's what I
generated
mean. Yeah,
A little stand-up
pretzel.
wall is pretty cool. He's got a
That
little
is
wall
pretty
XD of
cool,
his
yeah.
own.
No, it was released in August 2021.
Is that what I said 3 years ago?
Yeah,
pretty
you're
good.
right.
Yeah.
What about go look up the Office one? The Office one might be more fun.
Pam's desk. And
I think Funko made like it's not a pop, but one of their other lines, and there was like each Seinfeld person had a small diorama piece, and it was a build a dio that made Jerry's apartment.
oh, that's pretty cool.
You got it, DK?
Yep.
Yeah, that one looks like more fun.
That's crazy. That's really busy.
You get Kevin's chili. I'm pretty sure you get the chili pot.
I ordered this on day one.
Did you build it?
No, I haven't. It's just been sitting in my room.
You selling?
You should be
sell-
doing that. You probably build that faster than you transformed Optimus Prime.
I probably would, but I would actually need to read the instructions for a Lego build.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love they have the meeting room, the always changing meeting room. Where's the meeting room table go? Those telephones are ginormous.
Look at that.
Yeah,
He's got
Good
the
phone.
award.
the
The triangle.
pyramid scheme. Come
Mhm,
on.
Pyramid scheme, yeah. That's great, Kevin.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
I want to
Are
see
people-
Dwight. Do they show Dwight?
They got to.
Let
I mean, hold on. Show the model. She could be
Oh, yeah,
an
show
Office
her.
fan.
Oh, show her.
Yeah,
I-
she looks like she could be.
I don't know what we're basing this off of. We're just profiling people who might like the TV show, like they're not actors or something.
Yeah, they got them all, huh?
They don't have Andy
Oh, you're
in
right.
it, so I had to. My friend Laura, she had to help me get some parts, and then I have some other parts that I can make my own Andy.
Nice.
I got all that set up.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. What was the Pharrell Lego thing? I know he had a new set. It was like a spaceship. It's really cool.
You can
So
look
wait,
that
do
up.
you need to get a likeness permission for a Lego minifig?
I don't know because Do they
It's
have
more the clothing than anything, right? I mean,
I don't think there's really
not,
like this counts as likenesses because they're so.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just like a dot for eyes and like a line for
That's what I'm wondering. What's the protocol on that?
Yeah, that is
Jim's
Jim's
hair.
hair. What season was the chili? The Pharrell movie is his biography. That's awesome.
So wait, he did a biography all in Lego?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
Highly articulated says no likeness permissions required for the people, but they do have to license the IP.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they have Seinfeld, because you don't have to get Jerry to sign off on his likeness rights and all that stuff.
But they need the
other
IP.
toy companies. Yeah.
Yeah.
The IP would just be, whatever studio.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame. I would buy those toys. I would buy Seinfeld, Lord of the Rings, Chappelle Show. That's what I want.
Chappelle Show. What are they gonna? Oh, they could make a lot of characters.
That's
actually,
what I'm saying, man.
Show. And Tom, yeah,
Tyrone.
Yeah,
Well, I guess you can't
Tyrone.
really do Diddy anymore. Making the band was really good.
Charlie Murphy, Prince, Rick James,
right?
Charlie,
Ashy
Dave
Larry.
Chappelle as
Larry. Ashy Larry is great. Play your haters.
I don't think you could get away. You couldn't do the black white supremacist though. That's a great.
With the exploding head of the guy in the.
Yes, he just takes something. His head just pops.
Yo, Claudio says Helm's Deep Lego. What? DK, can you pull up that McFarlane?
Is that a real thing?
Set?
Oh, the Dio, the cardboard box.
Yeah,
McFarlane.
I know they make.
Yeah.
Well, like good Lord of the Rings figures, guys. You know what? We already went through that. Rivendell.
But listen, for $30, listen, I got to justify. I'm not trying to justify. I'm not trying to defend it, but I mean, for $30, that thing's gigantic. And I, as a child, would have lost my mind.
What are you referring to?
The McFarlane castle scene.
Oh, yeah,
castle
yeah.
Dio, right? It's $30, but it's 7 feet long.
Yeah,
and it's got like it's got a ramp, it's got a bridge, it's got towers, right? As a child, I would have lost my mind to have something like that in cardboard. I had similar things. I had like those bricks that were made out of cardboard that you could build things with and whatnot. Like, so that is not for $30. I don't think that's a bad deal, honestly.
I woke up and I saw that, and they shot the product photos outdoors, like in front of like a forest. And I looked at it and I'm like, is this Toy Farce? What's going on? But I wasn't gonna get fooled like DK, thinking it was a documentary. And then I read it's like, wow, it's 7 feet. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, it's cardboard, but like this is
a refrigerator box. Yeah. The decorated refrigerator box.
Okay, there it is.
My mom made my costumes. Yeah.
I still have Nintendo Labo. Does anyone want to buy it?
Was that the robot?
There were these cardboard things, peripheries, and you.
Oh, yes, I do know it. Yes, I remember. Yeah, the cardboard stuff. Yeah.
Did you find it, DK?
Like, I'm trying to find a good link for it right now.
Yeah, I feel like $30 is a fair price for that gigantic cardboard box. Honestly.
Like, I found it.
Is he looking for the McFarlane LOTR Dio or something?
Okay, here it is.
I got it.
Or not.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's try to find better pictures.
Wait, it's a $30 and it's on pre-order? I mean, just buy it now. It's $30.
Right? Just buy it.
Just print it. It's cardboard. The ultimate set to build out.
Oh, it's War of the Rohirrim. It's still Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Is it just saying it's not Lord of the Rings? It's War of the Rohirrim.
Lord of the Rings. It's the upcoming.
It literally says Lord of the Rings.
Who says it's not Lord of the Rings?
Josh Brown.
Is this the same castle from the movie when they come out that side bridge here.
The two
you switched
towers?
it over.
Isn't that Gondor?
This is Helm's Deep. Come on, guys! Everyone's watching the
I retracted that. He
cut.
said, "I didn't see it retracted." Josh.
Everyone's watching the extended cut every year.
Yeah, right. What is this? What is this canon? It's two towers. Yeah.
Is it the same castle?
Yeah, I guess
Okay. Yeah, that's why. Because that's the little bridge on the side where they're like doesn't he throw Gimli from there? And knock.
This is Helm's Deep. Yes, this is Helm's Deep.
I didn't know that was called Hornburg.
Or not, now we're getting conflicting. People are fighting in the comments now.
Oh no!
There was a real Lord of the Rings brouhaha in the chat last night. There you go.
Same castle.
Claudio from our friend from McFarlane. All right, I'm gonna go watch that tonight. Actually, I'm gonna go finish Endgame tonight.
Is it McFarland with a D?
So, the last stand in the ancient stronghold of Hornburg, a mighty fortress that will later come to be known as Helm's Deep.
Oh,
there we go.
Before the change in ownership. These are the
before it was bought, before the deed was turned over.
Yeah, before it was conquered, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You're
gonna have to toss me.
Where the hell am I gonna put that?
30 or 7 feet long. Yeah, where are you gonna put that?
I don't know.
Are you going to set figures up on it? You're going to put like a Balrog on there or a cave troll or something?
What figures would I use? I know the new McFarlane. I think they're to scale for this castle. I saw MCU Collector posted, and there's a Build-A-Figure too. They rebranded.
They rebranded.
It got repossessed, and they had to. IRS took it. Oh man. It's it's the new War of the Rohirrim.
There you go. I could not say that.
Yeah, which I finally watched the trailer for recently.
And?
Oh, it looks pretty cool. All right. It's anime. All right. So, yeah.
The figures look way too big. I mean, I don't know how to scale the castle is. Should they have scaled it to the figures, Claudio? Now it's 17 feet long.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, those openings are probably like 12-foot openings in real life.
Yeah.
So it should be double the size if you really want to go to scale.
Oh boy. They rebranded. It's now a Spirit Halloween.
After Helm's Deep.
All right. It's about like past 2 hours now. Do we have any more stuff to open? Because I know Twin Amigos is coming up soon. I got to go upstairs and check on some stuff. DK, you finished opening everything?
Yep. That is the Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Nice.
It's good.
Gotta buy 2 now. Thanks. Great. Yeah, do it. Like, put it up against a mountain. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job,
an anthill. Big red anthill. Yeah, no, I'm good opening. I've got this guy. He's all set up. This is how he's going to go on the shelf now. That's his pose for the time being.
Does this
not happy with the app crunch, right?
I'm not happy with the crunch. I was really hoping for a Mafex to have a better. I want to get him in that. I want the knees up further. I want the knees like closer to the chest,
Mm-hmm.
But it's doable for now. I like the hoodie.
Dude.
I like there's wired hood around the edge there.
Yeah, that's functional.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
One last thing before we leave. What is your main Marvel Snap deck?
Oh, it was funny. I was gonna joke and say we should play a round of Marvel Snap live and
can I
friendly...
just do 1v1 like this?
Yeah, we could.
We should
I don't know how you'd share your screen on there, but yeah, you absolutely could. I give you a code and we go to friendly battle, and then we could go from there. So I'm running. I have a Galactus deck that I really like using, and really throws people off. They never see it coming, and Galactus hits, and it's pretty fun.
What is Galactus?
And then he destroys all the other locations. Yeah.
Damn.
But he has to be the only card at your location when you play him, and you have to be winning that location. Right. So it has to be like a 0 location. He's like a 6 power. So you have to drop him like when you get him, and he's a 6 cost card as well.
Right.
So you have to really work it out with getting an extra power using Psylocke or some of those other tricky ways of doing it. So that's really fun. And then I have what they call a zoo deck, where I have a bunch of like 1 cost cards. And then I have Patriot, which boosts cards without powers. And then I also have Kazam rather. That is it. Kazam? Is that his name? Kazar. Kazar. The jungle guy.
Kazar, yeah.
Kazar, yeah. So I got him, and he boosts 1 power cards.
Right.
So boost them, and then all my 1 power cards get like 8 power, and it fills up all the locations.
Man.
Yeah.
Playing Snap was not the greatest idea because it's just kind of like reinvigorated me for Marvel Legends in areas not X-Men animated or Spider-Man animated. It's like,
right.
I'm like, dude, this is the look of Odin pretty much in Snap, and this guy is awesome. Yeah. And so I'm like, all right, I guess I need like a Marvel Snap shelf now. It's so dumb, but it's so much fun. And
I worked with Dante. Dante started this, and he never finished it. And I want to pick it up from him, I think.
Typical Dante.
I know, right? So he's like, hey, can you send me a file for the Wolverine logo you do, right? I was like, cool, yeah, no problem. So I sent him the file, and he made snap frames with the power and the cost at the top, and then the logo he put at the bottom, and it's a frame, so you can put your action figure coming out of it like a live Marvel Snap frame card.
And what happened to it?
He just stopped. He never went forward with it. He did a prototype, and then he never went forward with it.
This is a physical thing, like a 3D print one.
Yeah, 3D printed frame, basically, that you would then pose your action figure through. So when you upgrade the card and you get it, and it goes 3D, and it's now past the frame. That's what you could do. Yeah,
I put this.
Did you do that?
Yeah,
that, but physical form.
You tell Dante that I'm taking it over now. This is now my thing.
You're gonna start printing it up here now.
No, I'm not,
because I already have all the name print,
all the logos.
So like I already have like Wolverine, right?
We need to talk.
I don't have all of them. I don't have like Scarlet Witch and the individuals, right? But the popular ones like Wolverine and a few of those other ones. But if it takes off, I could do that.
This photographer Al Chang used to do a bunch of like Marvel card recreations. It was a lot of fun. What was Al's name? Toy Soldier, I think it was. He does movies now, so he doesn't. But yeah, so I've been trying, because the suits and the looks of Marvel Legends are kind of the same. I've been trying to figure out photography wise to do something like this, and it's been fun.
Yeah. So I'll get it from Dante. We'll figure that out, and I think it's a really cool thing. If I went on the Facebook community and post that up, I think people would buy those up real fast.
No, yeah, you could sell those at tables too. I don't know if they're delicate to transport. Dude, man, it's great to really
I know
kind
flew
of chat
by.
with
We're
you
done already. I can't even believe it.
I know. But these signs are great. Again, if anyone joined late, Dblakemakes on Instagram does these awesome. This best one right here.
So stupid.
You can call me K Doom from now on. Dude, what do you where can people follow you? Where can they check out your signs?
Yeah, Dblakemakes on all of social media, mostly Instagram, some Facebook, some TikTok here and there, but mostly Instagram is where you'll find me. And Legions Con in 2 weeks from tomorrow. That's going to be a big one. And a lot of Northeast shows. If there's a show in the Northeast you want me to come to, let me know. I'm starting to travel. I'm looking to go up to the Boston area, upstate New York. So if there's a show you want to see me at, let me know. And I'll see if I can get out there for you guys. But yeah, social media on Dblakemakes. I'll have not an Etsy store. I'll have like a Shopify store in the next month or so that people can finally just purchase right then and there from me.
Yeah, if anyone's going to Legions Con coming up, And now you know, like, hey, this is another table vendor to look out for. And that does look. What's the finish on? Is that
This
like a
was it's
stone?
metallic. No,
Metallic?
it's a mix of, and again, this is trial and error. I got to find out what works for me, right?
Yeah.
So I paint it with a navy blue, and then I take that same metal that metal spray paint that I use for the Mandalorian, and I hold it like literally like 2 feet above and just let it sprinkle down onto the navy blue so that it gets a metallic flake and it looks like metal.
Awesome.
Sick.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
that's, again, to get that just right was a lot of, I ruin a lot of these before I get them to make them look the way I want, like metal and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot of, trial and error.
That's
goes.
beautiful.
I feel it. I'm
Yeah,
picturing you
Joe.
like, when you watch those baking shows and they're dusting,
Yeah.
they're finishing
Yeah.
the cake and they're dusting it
Like-
with
Powdered sugar.
powdered
Yeah.
sugar. Yeah, you're doing that, but
Mhm.
like spraying it. You got the big sifter thing going on.
Like Indiana Jones.
Damn, how do you do the gradient?
It's,
trade
again,
secret?
it's just I do a base coat of yellow, and then I get I find toolbox paint that's enamel toolbox paint in a spray paint form, and I use a piece of cardboard. I put it down. I hold a piece of cardboard about this high, and then I spray it on an angle so that just enough of the paint goes underneath it,
like bleeds
and
underneath.
gives me a gradient. Yeah,
Wow.
gives me a gradient. Again, a lot of trial and error to find out just how high the cardboard, so it's not a sharp line, and it's not too much that it goes all the way down to the bottom.
I feel like that's just a cake, and you're messing with us. It's actually cake.
Yeah.
Is it cake?
Is this
Is
cake?
it cake?
Greg, formerly the Brute
Thank
Scale.
you.
What's up? Says D Blake with his dope ass signs that I keep getting doubles of and trade out at shows. Oh, dude, they're like trading cards now.
No, he keeps buying them, but he forgets that he has them. And then he goes home and he's like, oh, I already have a Spider-Man. I already have a Spider-Verse. I already have the Turtles.
Okay.
So I tell him, bring them back to a show and just trade them for something else on the table. So that's what he does.
Well, friend, it sounds like you need a spreadsheet.
Don't you have some? Didn't you market something like that? Weren't you marketing something like that?
I just put it up as like a joke free download of a pre-order tracker. But I guess you could.
I remember you
repurpose
doing
it
something like that. Yeah.
I need a One Piece sign. You have a One Piece sign, right?
I do have One Piece. Yeah, I've got One Piece. I don't have any paint. Do I have any painted? They're in the other room. But yeah, I've got the skull. And hold on, I got one right here. Actually, got it right here. Yeah. No, where is it? Is it over here? It's over here.
It's just a madman walking back and forth in this room.
That's what it looks like. Just running back and forth. Yeah. It's not painted yet, but there's the One Piece.
That's sick.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and then I just finished off some Guardian signs.
Oh, damn.
That looks clean, man.
Thank you. Well, a lot of work went into these, so
it's very, very nice. Yeah, guys, go follow at Dblakemakes on IG. There's a link tree there for all of his stuff where you can see him at shows in the upcoming few weeks. So yeah, dude.
Thank you. Thank you again, dude.
So
I appreciate it.
This is coming on tonight.
A lot of fun, dude. Thank you for having me again, as always. And I can't believe we're already at time. We're past time now. Twamigos has already started without us.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you. DK, what's going on with you?
See me next Thursday. Right? And I'll be on. Is it Enablers next week? I think it's
next week is Halloween.
Next week's Halloween. Okay. So yeah.
The week after.
Find me on Unboxing Thursdays, and then I think Fridays we might have a new episode of What I Miss with Kevin and I. And you can find me at this hand. Ridiculous at IG. And that's it.
Ridiculous at IG. I don't think we're gonna do an episode tonight because Tormigo's going on, but I gotta go.
Is that what that actually says? That says ridiculous?
Yes, it does.
I never
I don't know what. why there's a SK at the end.
I was just like
DK Lisk.
Yeah, that's how I
see
say it. I never saw ridiculous.
It's
and now I see it.
Yeah, it started out as I was trying to figure out a name, a gamer name for my StarCraft account. I don't know if you ever played StarCraft.
I'm familiar.
One of the units is called a Hydralisk, and then I tried to merge it on with my nickname like DK, and then I was like Dekilisk, Hydralisk, Dekilisk, and I'm like, it needs more oomph, and I'm like, oh, ridiculous. I'm like, oh, ridiculous. Okay, that's it, and then
that's it. Yeah, nice. The origin
story. That is a peek behind the curtain, the inner workings of the mind of DK.
Yes, it was. That's exactly what happened. But yeah,
X-Men pajamas. That's my favorite one. That's the worst. There's a video on the channel. I had a chat with Ryan about NYCC and the new X-Men 97 Sentinel that's going on now, up for pre-order. And I did a toy hunt video at a flea market, getting some like Keshi figures that I had a lot of fun making that one. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, give it a watch. Let me know what you think, and we'll make more stuff. And we're trying to do more like short form content on social media with like all the toys that I'm opening here all the time. So make sure you're subscribed over here, following on IG and all the other socials. And if you're interested, you can become a channel member or join us over on Patreon, where we have you get the access to the videos first, ad-free. We do some watch-alongs. Last week, we did a supporter stream and all that good stuff. Thank you for your support, everyone. Have yourselves a great night and keep toying around. Peace. Oh, my God. That worked out, and that piece part really, that was tough.
Sent it out, sent it home.
What's APM?
I don't know. Something per minute?
Josh Brown, let us know.
Ask per minute. Ask